I was debating how to start this video. I kind of just want to drop an F-bomb, and we're not monetized yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and let this out real quick. Fuck! All right, there we go. Feel better. If you guys aren't caught up, well, check out the playlist in the description, and you'll know why I just dropped that F-bomb, because we are off of the bragging rights special, which actually was a ton of fun. Something a little different for us to tackle this GM mode with. We put some stakes at stake, and things did not go in my favor, so I've got to deal with that. But I'm going to fire over as we get ready to load in. We're coming off of the bragging rights special, but then we had the Survivor Series pay-per-view in the game, so we're week 16 of booking. We've got 2 pay-per-views left, getting into the nitty-gritty. Canada, going to you first. SmackDown, how are we feeling coming into today?
Wow, I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. Didn't lose bragging rights, didn't win bragging rights. That obviously goes to Raw over there. But you know what? I'm super excited. We had a lot of unfoldings from our bragging rights Survivor Series, and I know China now deserves the title shot against Penelope. I know that Kevin Nash won the Elimination Chamber, so he also gets a title shot. So a lot of things are unfolding over here on SmackDown, and it's a super exciting time, and I can't wait for the next 4 weeks while I set up the best pay-per-view you'll ever see, ever.
And Cheek, for you, you know, you're sitting second in the standings. You're last in fans for the game, but you got some good momentum off of bragging rights. You're going to have an advantage going into the Royal Rumble special that we'll be doing in a few episodes. So, you know, taking that positive momentum, how are you trying to carry that into your booking here and really attack things down the home stretch?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it. Obviously, I'm last in fans, so I know I'm currently second right now, but I feel like I'm fourth. So I had a good little special showing in our last video, and I really need to find a way to parlay that into some true momentum. Hopefully start some good rivalries this week and really set up for a special pay-per-view down the line, because I feel like even though I'm in second right now, it's only a matter of time for you guys, well, I guess for Walnut and Computer to catch me. And so I got to be on my game these next couple weeks and make sure I can try to climb back up and get even with you guys on fans, because I'm a lot further behind than I'd like.
Yeah, and on my side, as we all go ahead and start loading in here, I'm 90% sure I book first. I do. So I'll kind of talk through some of my stuff here as we dive into my first week. So again, this is your last chance. You know, we're talking about it, but if you want to check out the whole thing, we did a bragging rights special. We had our guys facing off against each other in a series of matches. And at the end of that series of matches, we were rewarding points, and the winner of that match gets entry number 29 in our Royal Rumble special. They'll also get the chance to pick either entry 28 or entry numbers 1 and 2, where they'll handpick the competitors for those positions. But what's going to carry over to me here is I was last place, so sometime before the next pay-per-view, I have to auto-book a show. And kind of looking at my roster, we cleared a lot of rivalries, so I've been debating between doing the auto book this week or doing the auto book for the second week. The biggest thing is if I do it this week, I get more time to fix things. I get more time to get everything situated. If anything goes wrong, I get extra time to make up for it and can try to rally up. The negative, though, is with some of these rivalries cleared, I don't know what the AI is going to do. I mean, they could put Rodney Mack against Charlie Haas, even though they're both heels, and it starts a rivalry. They could put, we've got a lot of low stamina guys because I went aggressive at the pay-per-view. You know, they could put Randy Orton, Batista, and Maven in a Hell in a Cell, and I have 2-3 guys getting hurt. You know, we've got RVD hurt, but we've managed the injuries mostly well. So I've been kind of torn. So the first thing I did there is I looked at my promises. I've got 2 weeks to handle these promises. And I think what I'm gonna do here is, while I know I have control. No, I was just gonna say Randy can't get a shot because RVD's hurt. I have an injury rehab, I think. So I think I'm gonna auto book this week. We're gonna pray for the best. I wish I had a pre-match physio. I would throw that on somebody just to better the odds. But I was gonna do it week 2, but I can't do Randy Orton RVD this week. I'm gonna hold that as well in case the AI tries to book a bunch of money here. So yeah, we're just gonna send it. If you guys have never seen this, auto book is available. I am not allowed to change anything here. This is my punishment for being last and bragging rights. There will be no promo slots this week either. I'm nervous here. God, what do I get? Okay. Here we go. So we get Godfather and Rodney Mack, which is Bruiser Fighter. Neither are in a rivalry. I actually like that. Mae Young and Trish are in a rivalry, so that works.
Come on.
This is a little scary because of Lita's stamina specifically. Ivory and Pretty Ruthless are in there. And then a tag team TLC. This is also scary because X-Pac and Shelton Benjamin are very low stamina. So I don't hate. This could have been a lot worse. It rested like Randy Orton, Batista. It gave me one of my rivalries. I think the curve is going to be way off here. It prioritized like the fighter bruiser class matches. This scares me. Might get a couple injuries, but all in all, I think we can ride it. We got our logistics. So did I happen to get the commissioner goal? I did. That's kind of cool. I don't even know who my most popular. Oh, it's Zeus, and they didn't book Zeus. Cool. All right, so we're gonna send it through. That's our show this week. That's our auto book. And I think that could have gone a lot worse. We'll see how I feel once the show's done.
Feels like a pretty lucky auto book, but that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been a lot worse.
Man, that's bullshit.
Okay, here we go. China's contract is. Am I plugged in? I'm plugged in. Okay, here we go. Interesting. It'll cost me 90K. How about 63? That's pretty good.
Read her text in her voice.
Okay, I'll take the auto. That is her voice. From that last show, game recognized game. Thank you, sir.
Dang. You did have a big pay-per-view. I think you gained the most fans of all of us.
AKA me. I am a superstar on this brand. So, Kurt Angle. So. Okay, that's fine. They're done. They're over anyways. So, don't even talk about it. I get it. Boss. Mr. McMahon is calling me boss. It's kind of insane.
Nah.
Okay, cheering for me. How about it? All right, we'll set it up in the next 3 weeks. And you can face. Fine.
Good guy Vince.
Yeah. Okay, what's up? I've only gotten better since joining the roster. My stock. Okay, yep. You want a title shot, don't you?
Money. Oh, it is money. He wants 50K. He asked you for 100K at the pay-per-view too. Benoit's getting greedy.
How do I check his?
Yeah. So
he's annoyed. Okay, I'll give you your 50K. Fine. Definitely helps. Thank you. You are valuable.
Major increase. Oh yeah,
here we go.
Shake up. I think my shake up was like an arena thing, but I'll have to refresh myself on that.
Ooh, Jesus.
So for we've got earn 10,000 fans when you have a steel cage match, lose 5,000 fans when you don't.
For 10 weeks? I'm gonna have to remember that for 10 weeks.
Now that would that's basically through the end of this season. Specialists pull on fantastic matches.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Using at least one fighter in a match increases its quality.
Steel Cage Fever, baby. We got Steel Cage Fever. We got Steel Cage Fever on SmackDown for 10 weeks. Do you feel it? Do you feel your fever rising?
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Steel Cage matches. And SmackDown is starting with a Steel Cage match to kick off the dang show. But nobody has any freaking stamina, so that was probably a horrible idea.
Nope, it's Steel Cage Fever.
Okay, no. It's not gonna be the first show. It's gonna be the second match. Sorry, I got too excited.
No, it's okay. You're forgiven.
Thank you. No, the fans are bored of that. I don't know how we didn't finish that pay-per-view, but that's fine.
Maybe because of the interference. You did a run, and I guess maybe that doesn't end a rivalry.
Oh no, I can't. We can't.
But you could
Wait.
do like a submission at some point for level 4 and cash on that. I think too.
That sounds pretty good. Might have to do that just to end this. Boom.
Yeah, 'cause you get
Submission
like a
match.
bonus for each star of the rivalry too.
Okay. Okay. We need to do roll change. We're gonna roll change China. She's going bad.
Oh my!
We're doing roll change. Miss McMahon. You can wait actually. We're doing that. He's got to advertise some stuff first. That's a bad guy. We're gonna do call out. We're gonna do who's calling out. Where is he? Kevin Nash calling out.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh no,
They could
What
meet
does
at
he
Hell
call
in a
out?
Cell.
they're both good guys. Everybody's a good guy over here on SmackDown.
They're just
Debatable.
they're all so lovely
But that's actually okay.
because now Vince McMahon's a good guy.
'Cause Al Snow is gonna change to a heel too. No, I can't do Kevin Nash because he's in the match.
Because he's doing the call out. You'd have to flip the
Oh,
call out.
gotcha. Oh,
Oh.
Jesus. I got scared. Okay, we're gonna roll change there. We're gonna call out. He's gonna call out because he knows he's the number one contender. He's gonna come take my belt. And Angle. Well, you know Angle. He's
Going to the moon.
going to the moon. Do I have anybody I can use this on? Northern Light and McGruder? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, we can't do anything here. Yet. Do I want to buy any rehab? Bigger they are. Only give you one. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We are starting. I changed my mind again. Who is our two most healthiest superstars? Raven and McGruder.
Ladies and gentlemen, to SmackDown, get a clue.
Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go. Just a Steel's Cage match. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is...
Just auto book.
I might as well at this point. Just a normal match. We're gonna end this rivalry here too. So just a normal match. Hopefully that gets it up one. And... Oh god, everybody's hurt. Val Venus.
Is terrifying.
And Scott. No. Is Val Venus good? No, Val Venus. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Perfect. Val Venus versus Scott Hall. Can I switch?
Ugh.
I'm gonna switch that. Can I switch? I should actually probably do that. Oh goodness gracious.
Main event McGruder.
Let's go. The gird.
Girder.
Oh,
Nice.
Damn.
that's probably correct. 'Cause, I mean, the AI's booked stale stuff and still been able to get like 4 stars if they put stipulations on it.
Actually, might as wait. McMahon. He's not even in the match. Why can't I switch him?
I'm in a match, you son of a bitch.
Okay. I like that. Wait, I'm not ready to confirm.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I got scared there. Imagine I didn't do this. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The
don't have enough money.
finances.
The finances are not financing.
Gotta shave.
13K.
This match is gonna have to wait.
I'm
Main
basically
event girder.
14K.
Main event girder.
The gird ski. Steel cage fever, baby.
Steel Cage Fever.
How much does a steel cage cost? 45. Yeesh.
That's gonna be a terrible.
45 a week for 10 weeks. Have
She's
fun,
gonna
bro.
wait. We're gonna need advertising from our best Rico here.
But it is 10,000 fans every time.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
expensive. That's going to be interesting.
I'm scared.
But I guess if you feel like you have like a really good show, you could skip it for a week and be like, I'm doing enough to make up the 5K that are vanishing. Coming
Lance
over
Cade
to
actually has a little
NXT.
thing going with him there, so we're gonna do that. And maybe a little tag match. This is
Tag team match.
hard. Haven't had a tag match in a while, even though Cena's injured. go Rhino. This is, you know what? I'm just gonna do this instead. We're just gonna try to get some rivalries going. Okay, that's all I can do. Do that. Scared. Okay.
You have enough?
Oh,
Oh, you don't. That one's more expensive.
I'm not gonna advertise. I'm not gonna advertise. It's fine. No, I'm not gonna have paper. We gotta advertise.
Yeah, you're the advertiser.
I know exactly. Here we go. Okay, we're good. Maybe we'll host it not at the Fleece, and maybe we'll just. No, we need the fans. We need the fans. No, actually, we don't need the fans.
Oh my
Got
goodness.
the 10K bonus.
Oh.
Okay,
Wow.
this
That
is a
was-
horrible show. This is a horrible show. I
was a
booked it.
roller
I booked
coaster.
it. I booked a horrible show. I'm
Thanks
not even.
for the
I'm not
title
even-
rematch, cheeky.
Oh, I
New
booked a
champ
terrible show.
once again.
I gotta mute myself.
It's okay, Canada.
Good to have the title back in my little hands. Thanks again for the rematch. Oh, look at that. He's calling me boss.
Thanks,
Oh, look at that.
boss.
You're just boss,
Oh,
dude.
Mr. Boss out here, the bossman.
Big boss man. I'm getting a little tired of being the bad guy.
A lot of people wanting role changes. I mean, Doug has one over the people, I feel like. Does he?
Yeah, but then I'd also have to change Danny. I feel.
You could
if
check
I
his
use him-
morale, see if he's super happy, decline him wouldn't be bad. He's just in the middle.
Popularity 77. Oh god.
Dang. Narrow-minded. Oh, that's only
Eh,
a pushover. Here we go. So Cheeky's got using one fighter, so that's the same thing. Rope-a-dope, fighter increases. Show quality increase when show is booked with 3 or 4 more different match rules. Or select a superstar with less than 50 stamina and they go up to 75. First
Damn.
2 for the rest of the season, that would give you one big stamina boost that's instant.
I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go with so I gotta have 3 or more different. So I got a
Says
nice variety. So that,
Match rules, yeah.
depending on what it is, it could be a little costly, but
I didn't realize how expensive steel cage beaver was. I forgot that I was in the USA and healthcare is not free for me. So it's gonna hurt. But you know what? I gotta do some math. If I get 10,000 fans this week, maybe I lose 5,000 next week for a net gain of 5,000.
That, and again, like if you feel like you've got a really good card built out, you could kind of say, okay, I'm doing well enough this week that I don't need the boost type of thing too.
Right. At least as long as I finish 5 and 5, I can get a net boost of fan.
Yeah. I thought we were going to war for a second.
no, not yet. I'm just checking over everything. Since we had our special video last week, I gotta get reacquainted.
That's fair.
Let me just check where we're at with some of these guys.
And for what it's worth, if Raw, if that was an actual GM mode special, like if we could have done that in GM mode, you would have gained a ton of fans there.
Yeah, it would
I
have
know,
been
that's what.
cool.
If
Would've
there
been
was
cool.
like some sort of sandboxing, that's why we did the rewards we did. Is like, Cheek will get a benefit for the Rumble. Winning the Rumble gives you benefits for the next season of GM mode. So we tried to find a way to create stakes, but obviously we can't. Unfortunately, I can't go in here and be like, all right, Cheek, here's $100,000 for winning or something like that. Not quite as sandboxy, but we'll always look for a way to make sure our specials have some sort of stakes. Just like the Autobook thing, it ended up potentially not burning me too bad, but just trying to come up with ways to have reward and punishment.
The
on this.
promos kind of hurt, but whatever.
Yeah, that'll hurt some.
Let's do. There we go. Let's get Bashams. Let's get this going. I want to continue this rivalry. Trying to think of what I can do. Hardy and D'Lo's a rivalry. gosh, this is gonna be a costly card.
Well,
Because I have to have 3 different match types.
yeah, and the thing I don't know is like, it sounds silly, but like, does normal count as one of the, like, is it, you have to pick 3 specialty matches, or is it like, pick 2 and then like a standard match is its own thing? I also found out, if you guys remember, I had the card where it was like I had to do a bunch of different match like stipulations in one show, and I thought I had it like 3 times and didn't. Here it was I had to book like a singles, a triple threat, a fatal 4-way, and a tag all in the same show.
Sheesh.
And I just accidentally did it at some point. So some of those, I wish they could give better explanation of the cards, or like click the right stick and it like flips it over to give like an example or something.
You're right. Yeah, that's... I agree with that, because it'd be pretty helpful trying to navigate some of this. You guys are doing an Iron Woman match. I got one more match. Big Show's definitely fighting. He's got a lot of stamp. Little Stamsky.
Stammy boy.
Is not gonna fight this week. I'm gonna have him go against Ultimate Warrior, just because it's the heel face. I know their types don't match, but that's just gonna be a normal match. I think that's gonna be good. I think my curve should be okay.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so.
I needed that today.
All right, so I got Rock's heavyweight champ. He's not in a rivalry. Let's see. Who would be good?
So I think Rock and Kane was your previous rivalry, so they'll be stale.
Okay.
The Rock and Clubberella, baby. Here we go.
But you could have like the Rock call out somebody that's already in a match if you wanted.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm gonna wait, because I think I want Rock and Taker to be my next big one. So I'll wait till they're back.
I think you can try to click him if you want. I think I think
Oh,
he was,
I thought he was like grayed out. Okay, thank you.
No, he was grayed out, but I was like, I think you can still do it. So
Okay. And then let's do another call out. Keep that going. Shit talk him a little bit. And then I'm gonna have Victoria do something. Dang it.
Why is Lula heel? Why is she so mad?
I don't know. That's a
she's
good
a little
question.
bitter.
Aren't we all?
Felt that. Damn kids won't get off my lawn, knocking on my windows.
Yeah, we're doing self promo. All right. I think that's my card. Let's hash out some of the logistics. Ooh, 50,000. Ugh.
Ugh.
You know what? Let's go.
Let's
Good,
go.
sir.
All right. I think that's it.
That's about it.
Injury rehab. I have another one.
No, they're back next week.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's my show.
Good show.
We'll see.
We'll kick it off with the mix it up or whatever the hell they call that card. Got the specialty matches going.
Yeah, well, let's see how much of a difference that makes. All right, so falls count anywhere. Let's see what the rivalry between D'Lo and Hardy can do here. Come on. Rivalry grows. 4-star match. All right. Yes, got the rivalry. All right. So hopefully I can get that belt off of Taker. That way somebody else can be champion. I think that's the U.S. belt. All right. Just a Iron Woman match between Billy Slugger and an old lady. And here we go.
Oh, baby, the drama.
Oh, and Willa got hurt. They
Probably got
hit each
with a
other.
bat.
They both hit each other with bats. Except Moolah got hurt a little more. And that match was okay.
Aw.
Dang it, nothing popping there. Big Show, Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my goodness gracious.
5 weeks. No.
Good.
Yeah, there you go. Good. That's good.
Champlain to mess with.
Alright, come on.
Bashams.
The Bashams bash 'em.
4 stars.
Oh my
Lesnar
God.
going for
Lesnar's
4.
hurt.
Did
4
did
weeks.
Cody use a card on you? Like, what's going on here?
Oh,
Sucks. Ultimate Warrior I expected. He had like 18 stamina.
yeah. You do have
But-
those rehab cards though. That'll help a little.
I know. I'm gonna. Well, because Lesnar's gonna have to be maybe the men's.
SmackDown kicks off 3 stars. Regal beating Benoit.
Little advertising action. We got 16,000. We need that money. We need that money bad. We might have advertising every single show. Somebody's going to sacrifice their popularity for me. Hopefully
Imagine.
this grows. Hopefully this grows.
Oh,
Yes.
Drew.
Oh my goodness
But at
gracious.
what cost?
The Giant is now a bad guy. Scott Hall. I don't know why. Just a match that worked.
The crowd didn't know why either.
Okay. But we got a thing going. Okay. Got a rivalry there. We like that. And the match of the night, baby. Main event girder.
The Gertzky.
Kurtzky. Ah, boo.
Oh.
Ooh, 3 and 2 levels because of the. I forgot about that. Steel cage matches can get you 2 levels on the rivalry.
All right, we'll take that.
All right, over to NXT. I was on my way to the arena. And I was attacked in a parking lot, so they had to throw together a show without me there.
That's not what happened. You lost the bragging right.
I made it in just in time. I was totally attacked and didn't lose a special where I finished last place that you can watch on the playlist that's in the description. That's for true. Godfather and Roddy Mack kicking it off. Roddy Mack gets the win in the opener. 1.5 stars. So I think the
Notice
crowd
Rodney Mack missing the top of his head. Definitely
is washed here. Roddy Mack had a 5-star match at the pay-per-view, but no rivalry there with Godfather. Mae Young Trish on the rivalry. They got better pop. That's where I was worried about the curve. I think they just looked at the classes and put that opener first. If this doesn't get at least 2 stars, I'm scared for this feud long term. Mae gets it done. 3-star match. They go to level 4. Trish mocking Mae Young for just how horrible the steel cage treated her at bragging rights, but Mae Young gets her revenge. Then we got triple threat action. Ivory and Pretty Ruthless are in a rivalry. Ivory is awaiting a face turn, which will happen next week. So she doesn't get upset. Lita is going to kind of just be outside looking in for a little bit, but she's going to win while she looks in. 2.5 stars gets Ruthless and Ivory to level 2. In the main event, I'm scared about this. X-Pac and Shelton Benjamin both pretty close to injury. TLC. X-Pac teaming with Mysterio. Non-title match for the tag team champions here. And the world's greatest tag team get the win. 4 stars. Shelton injured for 3 weeks, but we do get a tag rivalry, which those have been hard to build. So I'll take tag rivalry, and we'll figure out how to manage the Shelton situation going into the next pay-per-view. But I feel like that could have gone a lot worse for me, so we'll take that. Bad curve, but not as bad as it could have been. Over on WCW, Cheek, you got to present us the first Matt Hardy fact of the new month. Matt Hardy getting ready to defend his belt. What's the Matt Hardy fact?
Matt Hardy hates kittens.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
And Hulk Hogan comes around, he's like, I'm meowing, brother. And Matt Hardy just beat his ass for
Like, I
acting
hate
like
that.
a little kitten. 3 stars successfully defending the world title. New signing for WCW, Ted DiBiase comes out to the ring. calls out Rikishi and says the only thing fat in your ass is my stack of gold. And they start the rivalry. Cheek's favorite sensational Starla stepping into the ring against Sammy George. Big popularities on both these superstars here. Let's see what they bring to the table. Sensational Starla.
Oh my
sensational
God.
one-star match. And as a reminder too, so WCW, the AI started to hit a little bit of a wall. They started to get guys hurt. I played a card that got more people hurt. And then we played a bunch of stuff against them at the pay-per-view. So their roster's thin. They're coming off a pretty bad show. And the first couple matches haven't gone their way. But Eddie Guerrero, Rick Steiner, two pretty damn popular guys. Rick Steiner going to get the win there. 3 stars. Tori Wilson cuts a promo. +3 fans to her. And then oh my God, they signed Cheek.
Those
Raw
bastards.
Raw General Manager Stephanie McMahon walks out to the ring with Nydia to try to win the tag titles off of Precious Silver and Gail Kim, and they do just that. But maybe Stephanie McMahon's like a secret informant for the rest of us. Hopefully. 3.5 stars. So quickly run down everything for this week. We get amazing booking out of Raw. Good booking for SmackDown. Poor opening for NXT. And good booking for WCW. So 4 stars in the opener, falls count anywhere. D'Lo beats Jeff Hardy, goes to level 3. 2.5 stars in the Iron Woman match. Billy Slugger and Fabulous Moolah fight to a draw. Moolah will be out for 4 weeks. Excuse me. Ultimate Warrior will be out for 5 weeks after defeating the Big Show in a 2.5 star match. And then tables match close out the show. Brock Lesnar will be out for 4 weeks. But the Bashams take down Spike and Brock. On the call side, things nothing on the Hurricane promo, but The Rock called out The Undertaker starting their feud level 1. On the SmackDown side of things, William Regal defeats Chris Benoit in singles action to get to level 3. Goldberg takes down Mr. McMahon in a 3-star match. Goldberg will be out for 3 weeks. Scott Hall and Val Venus. This is what you want to do in those middle matches. This casual 2-star match and gets a rivalry going, so we'll see what the future holds for Val and Scott. And the main event, Steel Cage, Gunther McGirder. Main event, McGirder comes up short against Lance Cade, who's climbing that popularity train. 3 stars for that match. And then Al Snow calls out Kevin Nash, coming off of Kevin Nash's Elimination Chamber win at Bragging Rights there, kickstarting their feud. On NXT, this was my auto-booked show. So kind of my nervousness with the show was that the opener wasn't going to be the best match, or help the curve. It ended up being the worst match. Rodney Mack takes down the Godfather, 1.5 stars. Mae Young defeats Trish. Their rivalry goes to level 4. Lita wins a triple threat, and we get out of this without injury, so we'll take that. Lita getting the win. Ivory will turn next week. And Ivory and Pretty Ruthless had the rivalry grow. And then the main event, we get a tag feud started. 4 stars in the TLC match. Unfortunately, Shelton Benjamin sustains an injury in this one. He will be out for 3 weeks. And then finally, WCW, Matt Hardy takes down Hulk Hogan after he started acting like a cat. 3 stars for Matt. Sensational Starla gets a huge 1-star victory over Sammy George. Rick Steiner takes down Eddie, 3 stars. And then the main event, tag feud starts. Raw General Manager Stephanie McMahon, now 1/2 of the WCW Tag Champions with Nydia. And then DiBiase called out Rikishi. So let's see how we're looking post.
Let's
for
go.
Raw. 51, just short of 52,000 fans, $68,000. So you pretty much got the money back you spent, really. I mean, well, that's profit. So you got it back and then some.
I needed that. 51,000 is big.
Steel Cage SmackDown gets 34,000 fans, $58,000.
All right.
Autobook, I find out Charlie Haas is perfect in TLC matches. I get 36,000 fans, $103,000. So
Holy moly smoke.
What the hell?
did a lot for my money because I guess I wasn't as aggressive spending. So fair enough. And then WCW, Nydia and Stephanie McMahon make a good team. They get 40,000 fans and $117,000. There's the revenue trophy for SmackDown we've been waiting on.
There it is.
Injury rehab earned for SmackDown. for doing the commissioner goal. Contract negotiation for my accidental commissioner goal. And there you see the standings. So us three all get our second trophy. And then myself and Canada have officially jumped the AI and fans cheek. Not too far behind. So we're getting competitive here. So it'll be Cheek booking first here for the next week.
That's
And
what I was
Pittsburgh.
nervous.
Oh shit, big SmackDown this week.
With the yin.
Oh no,
no.
it's because of her injury. She probably got. She's just gonna be upset about it, but.
And she lost her bragging rights. 100K? That's insane.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Now, sorry, I was taking a drink. That was why my now was so violent. I just want to say, Cheek, if she leaves, either by, like, if she gets pissed and storms off, if she's the champion, the title will just be vacant. So then you could, put it in whatever feud you want. So like, if you're in a spot where you don't want to pay it and she gets mad later and leaves, it would just free the title up.
Okay.
All right, now
Her
back
popularity-
to the gonna take.
Her popularity is only 59. I might just ditch it. I don't really want to spend over a third of my budget on her.
Yeah.
Maybe if she was a higher popularity, but I think I have some other women in the stable I could use. So I'm gonna put her out there for you guys to feast on. Oh, she stayed. See, I knew she was bluffing. I just wanted attention, girl. That's all right. All right, Big Show says,
Well,
says it feels like he's a fall guy, which he is.
great game.
I want to win, okay? Oh my god. What a little baby.
Oh, Triple H wants to see the TLC.
Never put him in another match ever again.
He demands a win. I'm going to put him against Moolah.
God, Big Show and Fabulous Moolah's TLC, like, take him on. I
Do you have a match card that you can like?
I was gonna say if you want to do that, Cheek, you could use a fixed match card. I did that with Ivory before.
Oh,
so
you
if
do have
use
it.
That
There.
top right,
Okay.
it basically guarantees whoever you use it on, they win their next match. So
Okay.
if you put down Big Show, he's gonna beat whoever his next opponent is, or
There you go.
opponents if you do a multi.
Alright.
You can
Now,
make it a 2-versus-1 match now.
who's my
That's it. I'm
lowest?
surprised. There's no handicap matches in GM mode.
My lowest popularity I could raise by 15 if I buy that card. I don't really want to raise Billy Slugger though at the moment. But I am gonna buy Health Spa. This one's tempting because I am in the process of the Mix It Up, my power up card, to have a bunch of different match types each week.
With those, whether you did it on a weekly or a pay-per-view, we've seen, like, I love having those cards for pay-per-views. I mean, if you use it on an Iron Man match that has a feud going, almost guaranteed 5 stars. Worst case, 4.5.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna use Health Spa on anybody though. I'm gonna see how the bookings go. But injury rehab, I gotta get Lesnar back sooner. So I'm gonna use that on him. So now he should only be out for this week. Okay. Alright. Now to the important stuff. So I gotta get this belt.
Make it an undisputed belt.
If you're okay with Big Show being your men's champion, the U.S. champ, you could give it to Big Show since he's got the fixed match card on.
What's his pop?
And it would go up. I think the mid card belts go up 5, so I think he goes to 71. I think.
So
I know the world titles are 10.
Okay, so he'd be right there. I guess I could do that, get it off of him.
Yeah, because it kind of 2 birds, 1 stone. You get your win for Big Show, and then Undertaker. You free up that title to be in another feud if that's what you're.
Make it a triple threat if you want to. Go up. Big Show's gonna win anyway.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
What, with Rock?
So whoever you would want Big Show, you could either put Rock in there to help their feud, or if you know who you want to have Big Show feud with, you could do that and hope that it starts the feud. Basically, get to pick your poison on that.
The green right here on like Hurricane, Kane. Is that for both of those guys, or just with how they match up with Big Show, or what's?
So for triple threats and fatal four ways, if everybody has their own unique one, it makes chemistry. So you probably have
Oh yeah, because Big Show's a
fighter,
bruiser.
bruiser, giants. Those are all three different.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do that. See what shakes out. And
Rocky will call out.
yeah, that's probably what I'll do, just to try to save stamina.
The call out.
Let's see. Stacy's back with Richter, so we'll actually have a title match again. I'm gonna do tables for the ladies.
Ladies.
Hurricane and Basham. Yeah, I can't do tag team titles because Lesnar's out, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do false count anywhere.
What's your commissioner goal?
Have at least one TLC match. Good call. So that'll probably be this match. But who's it gonna be?
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't want to do this because I know D'Lo's gonna get hurt. I'm gonna do Billy Slugga. And gosh, Victoria. This is tough.
Could do all three.
No.
Are they just getting Cole's cash? TLC?
Yeah, you know, we've thought about revamping the Cole's Cash giveaway, but
Staples, I don't
it's
know.
such a hit with
They've
the
been going
fans.
crazy with it.
They love them some Cole's Cash. Who's my actual women's tag champs? Richter. Okay, that's why. I'd like to get the belt off of... We'll see how this fight goes. If she gets the actual women's belt, then I need to get the tag belt off of her. Alright, so there's the card. We got some call-outs to do.
Rock.
Hopefully I'll keep watering the seed of that rivalry. Calling out here. We're gonna have Hardy call out D'Lo. And then... You can't call out a tag rivalry, can you?
You cannot.
Okay. Thank you. He's out 5 weeks, so he's gonna miss the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So this rivalry's kaput.
It'll probably gradually fade.
That's sad.
Was Danny the one that wanted to become a good guy?
Let's check.
I get my classic Basham confusion. Did I? Oh, you said no. You said no to that.
That's right.
Sorry.
I didn't want to
Dude,
pay at the time to have him switch. I'm just gonna have him self-promo
Yeah.
since he's got skills on the mic. So that do be my show. I spent a lot of money on power-up cards. I don't want to help spawn anybody. So I think that's what we're doing. Hold on. This costs
Hold
15,000.
Yeah. And then crew and special effects are 10K a piece.
I think I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna do road crew. I'm gonna budget.
Budget.
Let's do it.
Balling on a budget.
I'm on a budget over here.
No, you're not.
No, you gotta use that money on Goldberg.
Come on, Bill.
455, dude.
Ooh, does he pay it or let him go?
Leave, Bill.
We're keeping Goldberg.
The Baldies, they had to unite together.
Come on, Billiam.
Oh my.
Let's go. Cody, do you think Lance Cade's ready to tear up his contract?
Oh, someone actually left.
That's okay. Well, she didn't want her title match, I guess.
It'll be great on NXT.
Ooh, Lance Cade and Headset McMahon. You got 3 weeks on that if you do it.
Let's see how it works out. Oh, God. Making people happy on this show is so dang hard.
You can call him like McCade, I guess. Lance McCade.
Good God.
I need another woman to replace China.
Sammy Vortex.
Lord Evans.
I think that's a
Oh, I was just reading the name.
So,
Luda. That's how she talks. If you don't know that, you just learned something today.
all right, we'll come back.
Did you say you're in shambles?
No, I wouldn't say shambles.
Sounds like shambles.
Okay. Lance Cade, what else we got? Lance Cade, Vince wants to switch, which means Lance Cade's got to switch, which means, which means they can take on the tag champs. Okay.
Tag champs?
Yeah.
And you could have it be like
Oh,
the week
wait.
they team could be like after, like with
Oh
one
no,
switch to the
I
other.
need. Oh, Cena's back next week. I actually need Cena. I need La Resistance to win the title first. 'Cause those two are gonna keep. Okay, it's fine. Figure it out. This week is all about the advertising, baby. Let's go. Rico's going back in there, loses some popularity. He can afford it.
Spend some money.
Vince McMahon, before he changes, he's got to,
I'm
Yeah.
going through
Who's-
change.
you can't do it. Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't know she was good on the mic like that. but-
Yeah, she is.
Sorry, I was not familiar with your game.
Okay, here we go.
That fucking exhale is so real though. Dude, we're getting like crunch time too.
We're down to the nitty gritty of the season.
Yeah, like one really fucked week could genuinely like throw one of us off completely.
Oh, I've already had a couple of those.
Oh, stamina, not good. Stamina, not
Kevin
good.
Nash looks so sassy with that strand of hair over his face.
Really does.
Gursky
Brush
will
it
wipe
away
that.
until he gets
Yeah.
the title.
He's like your least popular giant is in my house. Well, he's not a giant really. So, I might have to move this one. I might have to get a better opener going here. I'm scared.
Tired of Gursky getting shot.
Oh no! Hold on. I'm gonna get a little interference here. Hopefully.
Ooh,
Does that get a thing up at all? Rivalry up?
It can, yeah. It's not. It's
Okay.
kind of just like a match. It's not guaranteed, but yeah, it's one of those.
Not guaranteed. We'll take not guaranteed. Which means to make sure it doesn't really matter, we're gonna make this 22,000 for Extreme Rules. Oh wait, is the false count anywhere? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, if Kevin Nash somehow lost that, he lost despite having help.
Yeah. Okay. That's
So
fine.
would rule out the DQ.
I gotta save that for the pay-per-view somehow. Hold. Legal. Oh, I forgot. We have to have Steel Cage Fever. Oh, I'm so sick. We have Steel Cage Fever. I'm
Oh,
crying.
yeah. There's no cure for that sickness.
It really isn't.
So Steel Cage Fever The steel cage is 10 grand.
10,000 fans.
Oh, how much does?
And then
Oh, steel cage is 45. So 45,000 for 10 weeks. So you have $450,000 to accumulate 100,000 fans.
yeah, but
That's
each week
really
he
what the
doesn't
card
do it,
is.
he loses 5,000.
So is it worth 450,000 for 100,000?
If I do
fans?
5 weeks on and off, I get 50,000 fans.
Yeah. You just need to make sure you do it enough to not lose fans in the deal.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Mid card match.
I mean,
Budgeting the show again. Don't mind Morale. Morale's pretty good. I like Morale.
You want more Al?
yeah. Do you want more
Al
Al?
Snow,
You want-
baby.
Morale. Morale. We like Al. Oh, I need Hell in a Man Iron Man matches. We get freaking Steel Cage Fever. Why couldn't we have Hell in a Cell Fever?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, true. That's probably fair.
Yeah, I think we do.
There it is. SmackDown.
Woo!
The
Yikes.
Goki leading it off.
Over to NXT, my actual first booking here, so I might panic. We'll have to see.
Remember how to book?
I think next week I'm foregoing Steel's Cage. I don't know.
No, you're
Scared.
not. You won't.
I'm scared.
The game can't handle how strongly that show is booked, so it's taking forever.
It's like, oh man, that was the perfect show. What do we do? Oh no.
Oh, let's go.
So I'm trying to think. I don't remember
the money,
what I
though.
did that pissed Sting off. I remember being. I think he just asked me for money. Yeah, and I said no. And I mean, it's gonna hurt, but I think I gotta say no. If he sticks around, great. That's what it was. He wanted 50K, and I said no. I don't think so. Sting!
He might give you another chance.
I'm hoping.
I don't think so.
I don't think I'm gonna be that lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Right.
So China and Sting are on the market.
Keep
Yeah.
your money. I'm out of here. Okay, so I didn't get a ton back because he was a partial contract. Is there someone on the roster you can match me up against? Yeah, that's fine. All right, so Ivory's gonna turn good, and then I just have to not have lead in our next match. Okay.
Orton.
So Orton gets a shot at the world title, so I have to use a card to bring bring RVD back. Which sucks, because this is injury rehab 3, and I don't need like that much. If Sting would have stayed, I could have used that to just bring him right back. So, let me get my logistics beforehand. So I do want to buy this. Hopefully I'll use it this week. We had a good money week last week, so take advantage of it.
I know you did. It's annoying.
Looking at here for y'all. Okay. I don't have anything new there. Do I have anybody else that's super pissed? Not really, just the Stinger. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use the card on RVD, even though he's only out one more week. The reason I didn't use it last week was I got afraid of the AI booking him and re-injuring him. So we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to use the injury rehab to bring RVD back. And then his stamina's still really low, so he's probably just going to get hurt again. So I'm actually going to fix this match and give the world title to Orton. I know he's in the feud with Road Dogg that's been going on. Road Dogg's got the North American title. But I want the versatility, and I just have a bad feeling RVD's going to get hurt or just have to sit out. So that's what we're going to do there. So let's go ahead and put that on.
Randy Orton.
Well, that can't happen. All right, I already got one of those. That's okay. All right. Ivory needs to become good.
Wait, your commissioner's goal was to not put RVD in a match?
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's kind of good though. It's pretty simple to.
Yeah, like,
Will that count if you do any promo? Like he just can't be on the card at all.
yeah, so if I just had him like self promo, that I would achieve this. Yeah, literally just the
That's bullshit.
yeah, but again, I gotta do Randy Orton's promise, so Randy could get hurt too. All right, I'm not making this TLC, and I about forgot to put the title on the line. Okay.
Might as well. They're gonna get hurt anyway.
RVD will, but Randy Orton in a normal match shouldn't get hurt at that stamina. Roddy Mack wants his rematch against Billy Gunn, so we're gonna do a tag match. Roddy Mack, Mark Henry against New Age Outlaws. That'll take care of his stuff. And then we're gonna go Tajiri and Maven. We're risking them. We're gonna put them in a cage to try to get rivalry. And then oh wait, hold on, dumbass. I forgot about Fatal 4-Way Palooza. Shit, I could have used that for the world title, but I've already used the fixed match card, so save myself some money. Okay. I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna put Zeus in this bitch and Rey Mysterio in here, and I'm just gonna hope that we get feud pops there. They're gonna be at risk, but we're gonna go for it, and then we'll do actually. I'm gonna go Godfather. Give Jerry Sweat the opportunity because their staminas are better, so I'm not quite as risking there. And then we're gonna come here. And we're gonna go Zeus and Ray. That's Giant Cruiser. We'll have X-Pac call out Shelton. And then we're gonna have Trish go self-promo this week. And then also, since I grabbed my shape at the end of the last one, so the card I had grabbed after the last pay-per-view, pack them in, decrease ticket price by 10%, but the arena capacity increases by 40. So I want to be in a spot where I'm always taking the biggest arena no matter what, because basically that 17,500 capacity, I'm increasing that by 40%. We don't know if the game actually mathed that properly, but because they didn't math the Fatal 4-Way thing properly. But want to open up my opportunity there to grab fans, and then do I want to? That's expensive. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I don't think I have anybody for that. We got 3 of these. Let's use one of those. Team shows without an injury. I literally need one more. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I was thinking about doing an interference because that was one of my challenges, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So we're going Fatal 4-Way Palooza in the cage. Literally just kind of hoping we get some rivalry pops. And hoping the cage makes that better in the 2 matches in the middle. Giant Cruiser, normal match. Tag match that takes care of Roddy Mack's promise, despite him not having the top of his head. And then this takes care of Randy Orton's promise. It was going to be TLC, but RVD's probably getting hurt. I don't want to also get Orton hurt because then that defeats the entire purpose of putting the belt on him in the meantime. So
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
we're going to leave it normal, and we're going to assume RVD's gone, but Randy Orton will become the new world champion. All right, Cheek, take it away.
All right. Stacy Keibler kind of being a thorn in our side to start the week, so she gets to lead things off with a title match against Richter. So here we go. Tables.
Ooh, Wendy.
All right, the rivalry grows. We have a shift in the belt. Hardy. Dang it. I didn't get the rivalry to go to the next level, but it was a good promo nonetheless. Moving on to the mid card, we have a Falls Count Anywhere match between Hurricane and Dougie B. And Dougie Bash grows the rivalry, but at what cost? Classic match, though. That's going to hurt the old Kursky. And then rivalry grows, so that was a pretty good promo in my eyes. Billy Slugger and Victoria in a TLC match. Just a good old-fashioned beat 'em up. Victoria takes Slugger outside the woodshed. Rivalry grows. Danny Basham, the very mad promo. Now, surprise, surprise, I think Big Show might win this. And he's gonna take the title from Undertaker. But this is good though. This is what we need because it frees up Taker to pursue the main belt against The Rock.
Here over on SmackDown, we're starting with Kevin Nash. He's got his stamina. He's taking on the Gerdski. But guess what? Guess who's coming in? Lance Cade. Hopefully gets that rivalry up. We'll see if that's worth $2,000.
Lance, no!
All right. It's a great match. Rivalry didn't grow. Maybe afterwards. We'll never know. Rico gets us another 17,000 selling Manscaped and doesn't even lose any popularity. We love to see it. He's really good on the mic. Scott Hall versus Val Venus. There's just a rivalry going here. Scott Hall wins again. Val Venus just can't seem to beat Scott Hall. Advertising before Mr. McMahon goes good. He's going to do a little bit of advertising. Gets the 16 grand. We'll take that. Mid card here. Raven, Mark Jindrak for the title. Mark Jindrak just never loses. I don't know what to tell you guys. But he does get injured. He doesn't lose, but he gets injured. That starts a rivalry. I'll take that. And Al Snow calls out the big boy again, even though he's walking around with his head, calling out big men. Here we go.
Who is it?
Do you feel it? Have you checked your temperature lately?
Oh my God, I feel a little hot.
Yeah, because we have Steel Cage Fever here on SmackDown, the main event. Chris Benoit versus Regal. And Benoit, amazing match, but he gets injured.
Oh, 5 weeks.
Fucking tough. All right, we'll take that. We'll deal with that when we have to deal with that.
See you at the Royal Rumble, Chris.
Yeah.
Over on NXT, we're all starting to feel the fatigue on the stamina for everybody. So this match is a little risky. I subbed out Zeus and Rey Mysterio, put them in a standard match by themselves. Sub in Jerry Sweat and Godfather. Basically, the hope here is hopefully get 3 stars due to the stipulation. Pop at least 1 rivalry, maybe pop 2. Maven wins the steel cage. We get 2.5 and a grand total of 0 rivalries, but nobody gets hurt, so I guess I'll take that. Ivory finally is on the good side. The crowd slowly has learned to love Ivory, and she will hope to take the fans and climb her way up the women's ranks of NXT. Roddy Mack wanted to face Billy Gunn one more time, but we blew off their feud at the pay-per-view. So we're having Roddy Mack and his Thuggin' and Buggin' partner, Mark Henry, team up against the New Age Outlaws. Standard tag here. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn get the win, and we get a tag feud. So I've struggled all year getting tag feuds, and now I've got a couple of them. So that gives me a little versatility. We'll take that. 2 stars in that match. Curve's still good. X-Pac calls out Shelton Benjamin, taunting him with the Burger King coupon he won a couple pay-per-views back, ladder match, and he said, "Shelton, I heard you're injured. Heard you're not feeling good. Heard you're having a hard time getting out of bed. You want to know what I think of that, Shelton? And X-Pac looks in the camera and he goes, Whopper, 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 Whopper. And you know that had to drive Shelton absolutely mad back home in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Just threw his remote.
Just fuming. So a lot of intensity in that rivalry for sure. Rey Mysterio and Zeus. I've tried to pop this rivalry like 17 times, I feel like. Maybe today's the day it works. Zeus gets the win over Rey, and today's not the day it works, and Giant Cruiser gets 3.5 without a rivalry.
18th time to be the charm.
So, yeah. That's why I want that rivalry, because they seem to have good matches, but we do mess up our curve on that one. I thought the stipulation would boost first one, but we should have gone with the classes there. Trish comes out and says, look, I know Mae Young beat me last week, but our normal general manager didn't put the show together. He was allowed to. I shouldn't have had to fight Mae Young. She was a rabid dog after that steel cage match at Bragging Rights, and nobody gave a shit. Main event. Rob Van Dam has 9 stamina. I've made the decision to fix this match, to put the belt on Randussy here.
Randussy.
And I apparently didn't need to fix it because Rob Van Dam is perfectly fine. So I'm okay with taking that precaution, but RVD is healthy. We'll try to, I forget if I have health spots or not, we'll try to get him built back up, maybe try to get the belt back on him before the pay-per-view, as Randy does have a feud with Road Dogg, but I wanted the NXT title available to me, so we'll figure it out. 3.5 in the main. Over on WCW, Raw General Manager Stephanie McMahon won the tag titles with Nydia last week. Now her, Nydia, and Precious Silver in a triple threat where Precious Silver gets the win in a 4-star match. Ted DiBiase calls out Rikishi yet again, getting the rivalry to level 2. And then the match, so nice they had to run it twice. Sensational Starla against Sammy George. Starla looking to build off her 1-star momentum. Unfortunately, falling to Sammy here in a 1-star contest. Shannon Moore, charity promo, gets 1,500 fans. Eddie Guerrero and Rick Steiner. Rick Steiner won this match last week, but no rivalry on it. Rick Steiner wins it again this week. No rivalry on it, 3 stars. Tori Wilson self-promo +1 pop. And Kanda, I'm going to go to you. It's Extreme Rules. What is your extreme Matt Hardy fact?
Matt Hardy's weapon of choice is a huge rubber dildo.
Oh, now let me tell you something, brother. I don't spread my cheeks for no dildos, man. So I'm going to have to take that championship back around the waist of the Hulkster. 4.5 stars for Hulk Hogan, Matt Hardy. I'm guessing one of those was a specialist on that.
Holy moly.
All right. So for Raw, we got a poor opener for Raw. Good booking for SmackDown. Good booking for me. I thought I would get poor opener. I'm kind of confused why I didn't. An amazing booking for WCW. So for Raw, Wendy Richter, your new women's champion in a 2.5-star tables match. Rivalry goes to level 2. Doug Basham takes down the Hurricane in a 4.5-star Falls Count Anywhere match. Doug is injured for 3 weeks, but now we know that those guys can obviously put on a really special match together. 2 stars out of Victoria taking down Billy Slugger. TLC match, which starts a rivalry for them. And then the main event, the Big Show is your new United States champion. And as Cheek mentioned, is booking this now. Basically, you know, Undertaker and Rock can fight for the world title. Big Show can fight someone else for the U.S. title. 2.5 stars in the main. Call promos, Jeff Hardy's did not work, but The Rock gets his rivalry with The Undertaker to level 2. On the SmackDown side of things, Falls Count Anywhere. Kevin Nash with the help of Lance Cade able to take down Gunther McGirder. We're starting to see McGirder climb up. Nash proves some worth. 3.5 stars on a match that had interference. Is pretty damn solid. 2.5 stars. Scott Hall beats Val Venus. Their rivalry goes to level 2. Mark Jindrak successfully defends the Intercontinental Championship. Like Candace said, the man just doesn't want to lose. 3.5 stars there. He is injured for 4 weeks. And then Chris Benoit out 5 weeks. He wins a steel cage over William Regal. Their rivalry goes to level 4. And then the call-out promo, Al calls out Kevin Nash, and their rivalry goes to level 2. For NXT, we ran a fatal 4-way cage match, hoping to pop. I had a stroke. Pop rivalries. Maven wins a cage match. No rivalries here.
Pop, pop.
2.5. I don't know why I kept saying pop. That was weird. It's like
Pop,
my
pop.
brain fucking short-circuited. It's that damn steel cage fever that's been getting to me.
It's
New
been
Age
going
Outlaw.
around.
New Age Outlaws take down Thuggin' and Buggin'. Kickstarting a level 1 rivalry for them, which is cool. Again, I'll take the rivalry depth. Zeus beats Rey Mysterio in this won't start a rivalry match. Zeus winning that for 3.5. And then Randy Orton, your new world champion, 3.5 for him. And Rob Van Dam just barely kept the stamina at 2. He somehow avoided injury. Randy's down to 21, so we'll have to be very, very careful these next couple weeks going into the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, where I have a feeling that Hell in a Cell is going to be the branded bonus. If I'm just taking a stab. X-Pac calls out Shelton Benjamin, taunting him with the Burger King Whopper song, getting them to level 2. And then WCW triple threat action opens it up. 4 stars for Precious Silver beating Stephanie McMahon and Nydia. Sammy George defeats Sensational Starla, evening them up at 1 apiece, level 1 on their rivalry. 3 stars for Rick Steiner defeating Eddie Guerrero. And then 4.5 for Hulk Hogan taking down Matt Hardy in the main event, winning back the WCW World title. DiBiase calls out Rikishi for level 2. So Victoria, perfect for TLC matches. 42,000 fans to cheek $65,000.
Let's go.
Over on SmackDown, 43,000 fans, a little round up, very close between you two, $63,000. Those are almost like mirrored. Those you guys are really tight here. NXT, 42,000. Damn it. 39,000 fans, $110,000. So we're getting our financials in a good spot. I think that's the that power card. Since I have like bigger arenas, I'm probably getting way more like money because of that. So I need to keep that in mind. I didn't think about that last week. I thought it was just the auto book. But that arena expansion, is basically going to bring more money in my pocket. Matt Hardy is a specialist at Extreme Rules. We thought that would be the case. 48,000 fans to WCW, $85,000 for them. Oh, nice. True. I did not get any injuries that week, so I get another injury rehab card. So that is pretty clutch. Might use it on Shelton. Might hold it. We'll have to figure that out. Oh, that's a big one. For your efforts, I assume that's like that's probably like spending money on promos or something, or charity or something. But
Sure, you retained most fans this week, so I'm gonna book the worst show you've ever seen in your life, and okay.
yeah, no, that's one of that and Network Special. I think are the 2 best power cards. Cheek gonna get some free crew booking for his efforts. Oh, the commissioner goal. I've never read the end of that, so for your efforts made me think it was like a weird thing. So there you can see the standings. Canada has jumped. SmackDown has jumped NXT up by 13,000 fans. So you think about the last 2 weeks, you've gained 10,000 bonus fans. That's the difference. That's allowed you to jump. So Steel Cage Fever is working.
It's burning a hole in our brains and our pockets, but
Right.
it is working.
And then Cheek continuing to climb. Woods is about 7,000 behind me. About 20,000 behind Canada. So this week is going to be me starting the booking here. So hopefully we have a nice show here in Vegas without any issues, without any drama. But I don't like, because I saw Batista was upset when I was looking last week. So this could get interesting. Randy said 7 nice things about me and then got a small increase to his morale, but he's happy as can be. So we'll take it. Yep. Okay. I was worried about this. I don't want to pay him though. I think I'm gonna look at this, but his stamina's kind of low. His popularity's 58. I feel like I could just not pay him. He's on a losing streak. We get his contract back, and I think I just kind of like look for high end like new blood to bring in right now. So I'm gonna say no to Batista. If he leaves, I'm fine with it. If he stays, whatever. He leaves as well. So Mick Foley doesn't have quite the sexual arousal of a Stephanie McMahon or a Kurt Angle. So we went from like 360 to 460 on money though. So I don't hate that. I am gonna miss Batista. But he leaves NXT the way he entered it with 0 hose. All right, least popular fighter in a match for a health spa would be pretty Ruthless, and that's fine. Ivory wants to not face Lita, so I can throw them in a match. Let me get my logistics here. So that's fine. We'll put them square in the middle. So we've got the rehab for Shelton. But I might, if I use the rehab, he's going to be at 21 pop. I might just have X-Pac keep calling him out and then hopefully grow that and they can battle it out at the pay-per-view. We need the health spa RVD and we don't have one, so I'm going to buy one. And RVD is getting the week off. I'm going to keep eyes on this. Let's go ahead and give Randy an extension. I'm going to buy this one as well. Because we've got... Yeah, so let's go ahead and put the smaller one on Road Dogg. Takes care of those. So I gotta kind of think here. So I don't mind getting the NXT title off of Randy. So let's look at free agency. We might have a free agent come in kind of like Sting did and get the belt. I'm really operating more like WCW. So we've got, I'm looking, like, obviously I'm looking at the pop. So 64, 65, 67 for Steiner, Stone Cold, and Shawn Michaels. We've got 8 weeks left. So signing Shawn, I would have him the rest of the way. What is Randy? Randy's a heel, right? Yeah, Randy's heel. So I might sign. Let's look at the legends as well. I could sign myself. Okay, so I'm definitely signing Shawn. And his match specialty was discovered, so that's kind of cool. I never thought about that. Like, the AI could also find match specialties. Never considered that. And we're in week 18. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, I think, is kind of... Kanda, you've had a play similar to this before where you've used, like, match types that don't have disqualification to trigger, like, certain things with a belt. I think that's what I want to do here. So, world title on the line. We have Road Dogg run in. That's the rivalry. We get the belt on Shawn. You can't run in a backstage brawl, can you? Can? Oh my. No, Randy would die. Randy would die. Randy would die. Randy would die.
Do it, you coward.
Alright, we're gonna go tables. I do have the... Oh, shit. Alright, hold on. We'll revisit. I might do TLC. What's the... Low? TLC is high. Because I know Randy's good at TLC. That was why I was thinking that. But we might just go low with the run in. Okay. And then I think I'm just gonna run this back. Fucking Zeus and Ray. They got 3.5 without a rivalry. I'm just gonna run them again. And then we're gonna go Fatal 4-Way Palooza in the middle here. I'll pick the stipulation in a moment. So we're gonna go Billy Gunn. I want to see if it still marks cooldown if like there's a bunch of people in it. It probably does, but yeah, it does. Okay, that's fine. So pull you. How the hell? Oh, Tajiri was in the cage last week. Okay. You know what? I might release Mark Henry. No, he's in the tag feud. He stays. He got lucky. He popped that feud. I thought about releasing him because I haven't really used him because he's been stuck in that RVD feud forever. So, like, I can't get him in a new rivalry. We'll just do the tag feud here in the middle that we started last week. Nope, because Road Dogg's interfering. I just lied to myself. Alright, we're signing someone else. I just gotta think how I want to do this first. Okay, so it's gonna be... So X-Pac's gonna do the call out of Shelton. X-Pac calls out Shelton. Mae Young and Trish are just kind of chilling right now. We'll let Mae do the promo this week since Trish did it last week.
God, why's May got all those belts?
She's too good. She is too damn good. Alright, so I think we go... Because Dawn Marie and Lita is what went to cooldown. So... I'm thinking I might sign a female superstar and then they call out Lita. Dawn Marie might get fired here. I'm going to see who's available first. It's not a ton of money, but she would just be kind of sitting there. Everyone else has a rivalry pair, so I think I just get kind of ruthless here on the back stretch. So we've got Jacqueline as an option, 43 pop. And then we've got Chyna sitting there at 58. Luna, 54. Chyna's a face. I need a heel. So, what is... Lita's a cruiser. I know Jacqueline's not going to be a giant, so we've got... Do we have a rando chick that's a giant? Sammy Vortex, but that popularity is really low. I think that would do more harm together. Okay, 61.43, 65.54. She's for 5 weeks. Jacqueline's for 8. We're just gonna take Jacqueline here. So now Lita is gonna call out Jacqueline. Dawn Marie is gonna get released. Sorry to my Dawn Marie fans out there.
No.
All right, so now we've got for Fatal 4-Way Palooza, we've got some dead stamina guys here. If I wanted to do that, so that would be probably Godfather, Billy Gunn, Jerry Sweat, and a body. Or I could take out Godfather and just sign a couple. So let's take a look. Now, here, at this point, I'm just kind of looking for 8 weeks. If I'm going to sign somebody, just run them through the end of this thing. And Storm's a specialist. Lando Jordan. Could get Bradshaw and Farouk as a team down the home stretch. Could get myself.
You have to treat yourself sometimes.
And I am gonna get myself, I think. Alright. I have been signed to NXT. So I'm gonna go with 4 here, and then I'll potentially sub somebody out. So we got me, Billy Gunn. So like Tajiri and Maven, their stamina is really low, so that's why I'm not thinking to put them in here. I could go Roddy Mack as a bruiser. Nope, because Roddy Mack and Billy Gunn are on cooldown. So let's say I want Jerry Sweat. So a bruiser or a specialist could go here. So bruiser, or no, there's already 2 fighters. Whatever, okay. So I'm kind of wide open here. Okay. Orlando Jordan's coming to NXT. I should have walked in that match right back out of it. Orlando Jordan. And I can go Jerry Sweat. Yeah, that's fine. Because his popularity is close enough. Alright, that's what we're doing. So Orlando Jordan, Cactus Jack, and Jacqueline all get signed. We're still going to leave. This is the opener because of Giant Cruiser. We got the tables match main event. Hopefully Randy stays healthy. We're getting a health spa. We have an injury rehab if he gets hurt. Ivory's fighting not Lita, so we're good there. All right, we're good. I think that's the longest it's taken me to book all season. That was a lot for my little pea brain.
Happens.
But we're locked in. All right. Whew. Go Vegas.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh god, I'm scared.
God.
Did they start a union?
The union. The scroll bar is always so intimidating.
Okay, here we go. How about 35K?
I will say again though, so we've got some information about the new game. We're getting trading in GM mode next year, which is awesome. Another thing though is when you get a bunch of messages like this, I feel like you should be able to open them in whatever order you want.
That's true.
Because like, you probably want to talk to Mr. McMahon before you talk to Nova Northern Light.
Oh.
Big decision here.
'Cause I do need to talk to, like, what does Scott Hall want? What does Lance? Do they all want money right now? Because, like, we do not have money here on SmackDown. Good popularity, stamina shit. He's happy. How was 65? He'll probably take it. Oh my god. You know.
Oh. Oh my god, this is intense, dude.
Okay, you gotta go. We'll
That clears
free
up your tag titles.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that's not bad. This is so intense.
Okay. Marcus SmackDown has been a complete joke. Okay, I know. Okay, so we're done. Okay. Oh,
Got some
we got
money
money
back?
back. Okay.
Oh, and Regal just wants you to interfere for him.
Dude, like, do you know what I just went through? Like,
Not much.
optimistic. Okay, I'm not doing anything for you. He's satisfied now. Okay. At least have one Iron Man. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Mr. McMahon's gone anyway, so. Or no, I paid him.
I was gonna say, yeah, anybody you know you're letting walk, you could
Okay,
kind
hold
of
on.
throw in
Let's
some
look
shit.
at this roster. I'm not going to use her this week, so I might as well get $600 back.
Damn.
That's-
All that for $600.
Hey, listen, you know what? Sometimes we lost Buddy Boy, so you know what? He's got a thing going. He's got a thing going with Rhino, so I might just keep him. He's got okay.
Might need it for the pay-per-view.
Just release myself.
You could.
I'm not wrestling anymore. I'm just gonna. Rico's staying. Jindrak's injured.
And
get
on
20,000
releases, as a
back.
heads up too, just as a reminder, you can release one person a week. The game limits that. So if you're ever trying to do like a big exodus, you gotta do it 1 week at a time.
Oh, okay. So I just released somebody for $600. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that.
Too extreme.
Okay,
What's that card?
this is the week. This is the week. Because we are going to have a butt cheeks show this week, let me tell you. We are falling out of first place. We are not having a great time. Oh no, gotta actually switch this.
I'm a good son of a bitch.
Advertising. Okay.
Rico is like an advertising cheat code, though. That was a great pickup.
He really is. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, Val Venus. Oh, buddy. Okay, I might as well get this going. Make sure to go one Iron Man match. You're killing me then. Or Triple H.
The game.
Iron Man. Oh, if they have 15, that's not bad. 20% injury chance. That's tough, but
They're pretty good.
what are you gonna do?
Well, Pre definitely does.
What are you gonna do? Let me just tease this. Let me just see what can happen here. Not them yet. He's injured. Tag team. Oh, let's hope they lose it this week. How about that? There's one chance.
Cena is back.
Cena's back. He's probably gonna get injured again, but
No,
that's
he won't.
okay. We're gonna do. What would be a good tag team here?
The
Goldberg, of course,
Gerdsky.
is. Injured. Gerdsky. No, he's literally gonna die. The new bad boys in town.
No Kurt.
Oh, he could partner with. He could partner with Kevin Nash. Let's see. Let's see what
KK.
happens. Okay.
Ooh, that's intense. Kevin Nash against his old partner.
I know.
Damn.
Lance Cade, he's leaving. No, 6 weeks remaining. I paid him. I was
Yeah,
taking a
so
look at
Scott
it.
Hall is leaving. I think that's the only one because you released what's her nuts.
Yeah.
Get that the advance on the 600.
Okay. I'm okay with this. This is the worst show in the world on purpose. So what am I saying? We're literally gonna have. Oh no, he's in a match. We're literally gonna have. He's injured. Oh boy.
You just gotta have some mixed dance partners this week.
Yeah, it's really what it's gotta be, eh? That's. Wait, why would I make Scott Hall's going for the world title? What am I saying? It's gonna be Raven and Kurt Angle. We're just gonna have this as a match. No, just like get that rivalry up. And, you know, Val Venus. We really don't have any women. Is there like a really cheap girl that I can buy?
Sammy Vortex for the rest of the season. Remember,
Bobby.
8 weeks is the rest of it, so.
True.
Marquee.
Is this a woman?
No, that's geriatric.
Geriatric. Oh, looks like a woman.
Christina Fury, Sammy Vortex, Carrie Rush are your female options.
Welcome to SmackDown. Christina Fury. Thrusted into a role nobody thought was possible. Nico's too busy advertising, so.
Shaniqua.
We're the end of high school gym today. I don't care. We are saving money today. Sometimes you gotta save money to save money. All right. That's our show this week. $70,000, the cheapest. And we're still gonna get 10,000.
Oh
fans.
my!
Clubski.
Clubber Ellis says I'm a master of the mic.
Yeah, she is.
Let her cut
Team
loose on
Breeze.
that promo. Hell yeah.
Oh, I will.
Tune into Raw. That's why Netflix paid so much money for Raw.
Mm. Victoria wants to do more for the brand.
Main event, Victoria.
Oh my god.
That would be this week. You have to put her in the main if you say yes.
I can do that. Least popular available bruiser in a match.
Is there?
Who is the least popular bruiser?
Billy Slugger.
The Slugster.
Slugginator. In a rivalry with Victoria.
Alright, so Victoria. Billy Slugger. Billy Slugs.
Shame you
Hold
couldn't
on.
have cheap Fatal 4-Way matches like me. That'd be a good Fatal 4-Way Palooza.
Yeah, it would.
Get fucking Stace and Wendy in there. I mean, you
Moolah-
still could. Their stamina is
Moolah is my other tag Or no?
No,
Oh, they're both
Victoria
right there.
and Wendy
I need
Richter
to
are
get
tag
that
champs.
off of 'em.
You could do, if that's what you're trying to do, you could do Wendy and Victoria against Billy and Stacy, but then Stacy they would each have one belt, so you'd have the same problem in the future, but it would handle it right now.
Yeah, or Victoria and Wendy would freaking win and nothing would happen. Let's do, yeah. Slugger and Richter and Keebler in the rivalry, so I actually don't want to mess with that. Let's do triple threat. TLC.
Ooh, not gonna do the Clubberella promo.
Oh, she can't. I forgot. Alright, let's get rid of her. Sorry, ladies.
Straight to the side.
Get the clubster.
She does have 5 promo.
She's magic on said mic.
I'm excited to hear how Clubberella talks when you tell us about her promo later.
Yeah, I'll have to practice that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We're gonna do some call outs here, boys. I want this rivalry to keep going. Oh, they're both 3 stars. Richter gonna call out Keebs. Little Keebler elf. I'm gonna keep trying to milk this rivalry. Hopefully that can go to level 3 without them even fighting once.
It's old school looking right there. They'll touch until the pay-per-view.
That's what I need. We're gonna have. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dougie B is out for 3 weeks. I'm gonna have to use a spa on him if I want this rivalry to finish up at the pay-per-view. So I'm gonna clear. New champ, Big Show.
Ooh.
Who does he get to go against? And then I can't do my tag rivalries because one of the Bashams is out.
You
So
could
that's-
have one of them go after. Well, you'd be in a spot where at the pay-per-view, if one of them feuded with Big Show, you'd have to pick if you wanted to do the U.S. title match or the tag title match.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, tag team match.
Right,
Hurricane
I
Deal
get-
at
I
the
get
tag
ya. Uh,
So you could try to get those belts on Spike and Brock, but they're all faces. Well, 3 of them are faces, so I don't know how that'll rate, but that's what you're.
I know. We're doing the title. Let's see how that goes. Alright. Let me navigate these waters. I want to see if we can get him to pop with somebody. Gosh, this sucks because
Yeah, so it'd either be you'd have to do Kane or sign somebody because everyone else is already in a singles feud.
yeah, Kane's already a heel, so I don't really love that.
Or you have the other option would be at some point have Big Show defend it and try to get the title moved again
Right.
to an existing rivalry.
We're gonna do it though. Let me see. That's one match. I'm gonna try to help this out. How much is this? 25,000. I don't want to do that. This is $5,000. I'll do that. And then one more match, boys. don't really have much choice. It's got to be Hardy against Danny. Let's make it. Do we get Steel Cage Fever?
Ooh,
Feeling
contagious.
warm over there?
45 G's though. You think I'm made of money?
No.
I know. We're gonna do false count anywhere. So we have false count anywhere, tables, TLC. So we got that stipulation met. These belts are on. That belt is on. This has to be the main event though. So I gotta decide which one of these. This one's probably better. Yeah, for an opener than this match. I don't think this one's gonna go very well, but I need the match. So that's that. Let's get a big gem. We need some light effects. There's that. Now to the power cards really quick. Alright, let's see. So he's going to recover 18. I'm actually going to use that on Taker.
I'll put him at 79 after this week too, because he'll get 12 for the week, so he'll be super set.
Who's in first?
Canada by or Woods by fans, Canada by overall.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Oh my god, trying to random this. I'm actually not going to use it on Woods because that's not fun. I want one of you to suffer.
I think that's fair. We did
right.
our damage to Woods the last pay-per-view.
Alright. So, Barloggy, I'm actually going to leave it up to you.
Use it on SmackDown.
No.
Thanks for
Alright,
letting me
so... You know what? Now I'm letting...
No, that's not how it works.
You know what, Glut? Canada, I want you to pick. So I have a number picked between 1 and 2, and I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not going to change it. So I have my number picked.
1.7.
You go ahead and pick 1 or 2. If you get it right, I will have Cody get slapped with this.
I'm picking 1.
Oh no.
It was 2.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry, friend. But this is war. 3 superstars are out. Because I can't use it before the pay-per-view, so I'm sorry, friend.
It could end up being just
I'll remember that.
McGurder.
Yeah, it's just Gurdski. Then I'd feel bad.
Yeah, because he's actually building up.
Oh yeah, he is. Iron match. Okay. I think that's all I'm doing for this week. I do just want to check these real quick. Hopefully we have no injury. And
You're closing in on 700k. That'll be a veto champ card. Which will be big at the end.
well, hopefully it's soon. I think that's it. Alright. Sorry, Canada.
Okay.
Here we go. Raw kicking off.
The tittle match for the tag teams. Does it change hands? No. Thugging and blowing. No, D'Lo.
D'Lo.
Rivalry grows though between Richter and Keebs. Needed that. Now this could be a flop or it could be something.
I think it'll be a flop because everyone's excited for the Clubberella promo.
Hey, got a rivalry though. Maybe I can switch one to.
Yeah, you could like turn one of
Face.
them.
But belt changes hands.
What is
Clubberella?
Clubberella saying to the fans?
Clubberella fight. You come watch match. And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
dropped her club.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Hardy fighting a different Basham. Danny getting some love this week. Hardy whoops his sorry ass. Hurt him so bad, he's like, you know what? Hardy says you're gonna get hurt just like your brother. You're on the injured list as well. 3 weeks. Both my Bashams are in shambles. The Rock Undertaker feud that is growing towards the pay-per-view continues to grow without them stepping foot in the ring, so I'm giving them a lot of rest. It's my cheese. I need it. All right, and then Victoria wanted this main event. She said she'd be good. I'm doing her match type, which is the TLC match, in the rivalry with Billy Slugger. Let's see if this match is a home run, though.
Moment of truth.
Good match. Not great for a main event, though.
Yeah. All right, over on SmackDown, we have our title opener match. This is John Cena versus Scott Hall. And Scott Hall's last week. Can Raven and Kurt Angle take over the championship? They can't. I didn't have a fixed match. It's an amazing match. We'll take that.
Damn.
It was our steel cage fever. It was getting hot and spicy. The start of SmackDown. Role change. Vince McMahon said, I'm tired of being mad. I want to be good. He's going to be good now. In our mid-card, Al Snow versus Kevin Nash, a non-title fight. They just want to, they want to test each other's feats of strength. See who comes out on top.
Ooh.
Kevin Nash takes down. Is that for things to come? And that brings up the rivalry. An amazing match. I don't know why it was so amazing. Just a match, but it was good. And it will get some advertising. Maybe a little Adam and Eve with that little stick that she has there. Maybe Adam and Eve, you want to sponsor the show?
Hey, please.
And really bad match here. I'm telling you, Perfect versus Christina Fury coming in out of nowhere saying, hey, I want into this women's title division. It's very thin. You needed a bad person. Penelope Perfect says, guess what? I do have a very disappointing match. Rico scoring that Manscaped as well. As always, losing 6 popularity. He's just here to basically advertise for us before he leaves. That's all it is. Main event. One-on-one Iron Man match. Rhino versus Rene Dupree. They have a bit of a rivalry going on with Gagne leaving. Poor Saban. He's just dipping. He's out. Ripped up his contract. Gave me some money back. Just a good match, I guess.
Rene might need help from Rob Conway.
Might.
Right, over on NXT. So this was the record for me on longest amount of time it took me to figure out how to book a show. So we've done Go with Stamina all year. It's starting to get dicey. And we've released people. We released Don Marie. We're bringing in new bodies. We're basically just chugging along. We lost Sting and Batista last couple weeks due to morale. So we're cycled. That's what NXT is about. It's about bringing in new bodies. Well, I'll tell you what isn't new is Zeus and Rey Mysterio. They finally get a rivalry, and somehow it's a whole star worse than when they didn't get a rivalry. I don't understand. But that rivalry finally kicks off. So hopefully we can build that up and make that a great match in the future. But the curve might be screwed this week. X-Pac. He's walking backstage. And all of a sudden, he's shaking the hand of somebody. And everyone wonders who it is. And then the camera pans up, and it's the damn Burger King mascot. They start dancing, and they start doing the suck it chops. And all of a sudden, Shelton Benjamin gets rolled up in a wheelchair by Charlie Haas. He's like, what the fuck? And the camera cuts like right before he drops an F-bomb because we're not allowed to say fuck on our network. Pretty Ruthless taking on Ivory. They have a little rivalry. Ivory is now happy, go lucky. She wanted to fight not Lita. She gets the win, 2.5 stars. Curve's still alive. Mae Young comes out, takes her a while to get to the ring, which was fine. We needed to, fill out some of the TV time here. And, she pretty much says, look, I don't know if it's going to be allowed. I don't know if legally NXT is willing to sign this contract. I've been inside a steel cage, Trish. I know what it's like. But when I fight you at Hell in a Cell, I'm willing to go one step further, and I'm willing to step inside Hell in a Cell. So we'll have to find out if we agree to the contract. Then we've got steel cage action. Fatal 4-way Palooza. So Billy Gunn needs a rival. Orlando Jordan is a new signing. Myself, Cactus Jack, I'm a new signing. And then we were gonna send one more person, but Jerry Sweat's up to 40 popularity, so he's pretty much not too far behind. We're basically just trying to pop some singles feuds with guys that won't get hurt after the match. Cactus Jack gets the win, 2.5 stars, and we get 2 feuds. So Cactus Jack and Orlando Jordan are level 1. Billy Gunn and Jerry Sweat go right to level 2. So that actually worked out perfectly. I think we got the face and the heels down perfectly as well. So a couple singles feuds I can use if things get dicey elsewhere with injuries. And then Lita comes out, says she's disposed of Dawn Marie. She's handled everything she needs to handle. There's nobody left. Someone come out to the ring. As the promo says, I'm calling you out. And all of a sudden, Jacqueline comes out to the ring, the new signing of NXT and the new rival of Lita. Then Randy Orton steps out to the ring. And he says, I know if you watched the Survivor Series pay-per-view, there were a lot of questions about why we stopped Tajiri from tipping over the ladder, allowing Road Dogg to keep his title. And look, at the end of the day, this isn't the business of making friends. This is the business for winning championships. I did what I had to do. I exposed Batista. Batista has stormed off the brand. He's not here anymore. And then I went one step further last week when I beat Rob Van Dam. I became the world champion. I am better than Road Dogg ever was. All of a sudden, oh, Shawn. Shawn Michaels comes out. Road Dogg interferes, and Randy Orton doesn't give a shit. Fuck me in the ass. Oh, that went all the way bad. Road Dogg interferes.
That's so funny.
We get 3.5 stars, so the curve's fine. But Randy Orton still wins the tables match. Road Dogg accidentally speared Shawn Michaels through the table. Randy's out for 3 weeks. We do have a card to use for him, but the situation with getting the championship off of him, we might not have the time to do that and keep him healthy. So we might be short a title match at the pay-per-view. We'll have to figure it out. On to WCW, tag team action. Couple of the different rivalries pairing up here. Rikishi and Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase's been talking all this trash. Hulk Hogan defeated Matt Hardy, avoiding his dildo last week. And this week, Matt Hardy comes to the ring, and he says, I have a fact for you all. Tonight starts my journey to regaining my world championship. And then he just gets no momentum at all. As Rikishi and Hulk Hogan get the win, their rivalry goes right to level 2, since tag rivalries can double pop. Shannon Moore, nobody cares about what he says. And then obviously, we can't get enough of it here. Can they get more than 1 star is the question here. Sensational Starless taking on Sammy George. 1.5 stars. Wow.
On a show.
That's how you build superstars right there. They get a little closer. All of a sudden, Tori Wilson calls out Bull Nakano. I forgot they even had a rivalry. Now it's level 2. Maybe they're getting a little jealous, though, of all the attention Starla and Sammy George have been getting.
I would be.
I'm back. We didn't see Ezekiel last week, and he comes out to the ring and he says, look, my time machine malfunctioned. My generator cut out. I'm here this week. Chavo, I want your ass, and now I'm going to beat it in a 2.5 star match, getting the rivalry to level 2. Stephanie McMahon cuts a promo, and I just imagine she says, watch Raw, and 4 people like her, so 4 people may go watch Raw. And then main event, Jamie Noble, one of the guys that got injured, now back from it. I think Ezekiel was also injured. Jamie Noble definitely was. He's back. Who's back? It's Jamie Noble fighting Rick Steiner in a losing effort. Rick Steiner on quite the win streak. 3.5 stars. The rivalry goes to level 4. So a poor finale for Raw. Tough situation there with the fulfilling the promise. SmackDown gets good booking. Good booking for NXT. Good booking for WCW. So for Raw, tag titles successfully defended by D'Lo and Hurricane over Spike and Brock. D'Lo is out 3 weeks with injury. Kane and Big Show start a feud. Kane getting the United States Championship in a 2-star match. Danny Basham gets injured by Jeff Hardy in a Falls Count Anywhere match. joining his brother on injured reserve. And then in the main event, 3 stars for the TLC match. Victorious over Billy Slugger. Their rivalry goes to level 2. The false kind of anywhere kind of popped there, so that was the curve issue. Wendy Rector calls out Stacy Keyboard. They get their rivalry to level 3. Clubberella groaned into the microphone, which was awesome. And then The Rock called out The Undertaker. Their rivalry currently at level 3. On SmackDown, Scott Hall on the way out. He and John Cena successfully defend the tag titles against Raven and Kurt Angle. So we'll see what happens in the SmackDown tag division, but a 4-star steel cage match as they're on their way out the door. Big performance there. Kevin Nash and Al Snow finally step in the ring against each other for the first time. Kevin Nash wins it in a 4-star match, making a big statement to the world champion. Penelope Perfect handles Christina Fury. 1.5 stars of Christina Fury's debut. Then main event, Iron Man match, as requested by Triple H. Rhino gets the win over Nate Dupree. The rivalry goes to level 3. For NXT, we finally get this rivalry to pop. Last week, they had a 3.5-star match randomly in the middle. This week, they got the rivalry, but it was 2.5 stars. But I'm going to try to manage this rivalry. This could be a big Mania match for me is what I'm thinking. So I want to be careful. Getting that to level 4, keeping these guys healthy, that could be one of my big shows at the biggest show of the year. Ivory ends her losing streak after fighting Pretty Ruthless. No movement in the rivalry. They get 2.5 stars. Then we get double rivalries out of the steel cage. It didn't work last week. It worked this week. So Cactus Jack wins the cage match. He and Orlando Jordan are going to be feuding. And then Billy Gunn and Jerry Sweat are going to be feuding. And their rivalry goes straight to level 2. And then the main event. Everything here went exactly the opposite of what I was hoping for. So Road Dogg ran in. I was hoping Shawn Michaels would win. And then if Randy got hurt, I would just give Randy the week off next week. That's not what happened. So Randy still has the world title. We do have Shawn Michaels now. We'll have to kind of figure something out between the world title and the NXT North American Championship because Road Dogg holds that. Road Dogg and Randy are in the rivalry, which still sits at level 2. And then on the call-up promo side, X-Pac and Shelton go to level 3. Lita and Jacqueline start a feud at level 1. Finally, WCW tag feud goes straight to level 2. Rikishi and Hulk Hogan defeat Matt Hardy and Ted DiBiase. Sammy Jordan, Sensational Starla have a 1.5-star match, climbing the ranks there. Rivalry goes to level 2 for Ezekiel and Chavo. Ezekiel grabbing that win. And then 3.5 stars in the main event, Rick Steiner defeating Jamie Noble. And then they had Tori Coppola and Nakano. Level 2 feud. So here we go. Let's check him again. For Raw, 38,000 fans.
Ugh.
$56,000.
Not good.
Ooh, SmackDown. Rhino Perfect 49,000 fans. Big week for SmackDown. $64,000. Rhino Perfect and Iron Man matches. And then Kurt Angle and Raven have tag chemistry.
Ooh. Okay.
Over on NXT, 46,000 fans. And hopefully we continue to make good money. $98,000. We spent more that week. But we're trying to take advantage of that power card. And Batista in the bottom tweet makes fun of me. Says leave all the losers behind. And that hurts my
loser.
feelings a lot. Over on WCW, Hulk Hogan and Rikishi make a good team. 42,000 fans for them. And $119,000. So for Raw, contract negotiation, add 4 weeks to a free agent for the commissioner goal. And, just kind of saying for all of us here, reminder for me and for you guys, due to WWE 2K24 coming out soon, this is just a 1-season GM mode we're doing with Ruthless Aggression. We're going to be doing GM mode on 2K24, but cards like these, kind of keep in mind because if you have people on short-term deals, you can lock them up for the rest of the save. SmackDown free special effects for their commissioner goal. I get a much-needed health spa for my commissioner goal. I get a second health spa by doing that interference. So that works out in a good way. So we've got 2.2 million fans on SmackDown. I am about 26,000 behind that. on NXT. Woods is 19,000 behind me. Cheek is about 75,000 back, 73,000 back of SmackDown. As we go into the go-home show here. Last show before the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view kicking off with Raw.
Moolah. Contract is up. Wants to stay. She's been hurt. I'm gonna try to haggle.
Haggle, there it is.
Let's go. Contract is up at Raw. Let's see here.
Oh. She's been climbing popularity too.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright. And Spike.
Oh my.
He wanted this.
He did want this.
Wow.
That's
Dissension.
crazy.
Give me a singles match tonight.
Wow.
Okay, so I don't know.
Is he injured?
So from like a full, just like behind the fourth wall here, I don't know if he has to fight Brock or Spike is just saying, give me a singles match. So you might be able to do a singles match and then just go right back to teaming them. I don't know for sure,
Right.
but I think you would be able to do that.
Well, I think Brock is back tonight to use the recovery card on him.
Yeah, I don't.
Damn.
Hurricane wants a little resty boy.
So
2 weeks off. Shit. That
next
means he
week's
missed
pay-per-view. So if you said yes, he would miss the pay-per-view. Yeah, so it's either miss pay-per-view, tell him no, or tell him 1 week.
Yeah.
And then if you tell him 1 or 2 weeks, make sure you don't book him.
Take a week off. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, so it looks like I don't have to make him go against Lesnar.
Yeah, so just a singles match for him.
Spiky boy? You know what? Before I get into things, I need to do the power card stuff.
I'll say too, your commissioner goal was a run-in on, I think it was most popular. So if that's like Rock or Taker, you could have like Spike fight them and do a run-in. 2 birds, one
Okay.
stone.
Okay, let's see. Let's do.
Double cost.
Opposing brand show gets doubled.
You use
So-
that on Cody right now. I won't use one on you.
Alright. So yeah, Cody, you get the double cost for next week, so you can have fun with that.
Use all the money anyways.
Yeah, true. Selecting a prison band in the arena costs
Big arena over there.
I can't use it for the pay-per-view though. I'm gonna. No, screw it. I don't want pre-match physio. I am gonna buy this health spot. We'll see. We'll see how our matches shake out here. So, all right. Oh goodness gracious. So I want Big Ho to do a role change. Keep his rivalry with Kane going on. Kane's not very good on the mic, so I don't know if this rivalry is going to increase, but we will try it.
Pretty good. Middle.
It's mid.
I feel like call-outs, I mean, I'm sure the rating does matter. I feel like call-outs are just kind of random if they go or not.
Keeler's got 2 belts. Let's see. Spikeroni. Man.
Undertaker's really the only person he can fight.
Yeah, but I got him with the Rock. I'm gonna have him fight Lesnar. And then what was my run-in on most popular?
So that's what I was saying is if your most popular is Rock, you could do like Spike and Rock and just have Undertaker run in. So then you would take care of both of those and you'd potentially get the feud to go.
Okay, well, I guess we'll try it and see. Let's clear the deck real quick. What?
You didn't. You backed out.
Oh my goodness. I hate that. Alright.
Why would you do the other way around?
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Wait.
No, you were good. Because Rock's most popular, the run-in has to be scheduled on him.
Yeah, so they're gonna be fighting, so he gets his singles match, and then the interference is Taker running in.
On Rock, which potentially pushes the rivalry level 4, but then that also takes care of your commissioner goal all at once.
Okay. And then Rock has pretty good stamina, so I'm not really concerned about his getting hurt. But we will just do a tables match. That'll be funsies. I'm gonna try to preserve their stamina, so I won't do anything crazy there. Alright, 2 more matches to duct tape together. Let's do triple threat, steel cage, slugger, Cleverella, and then that should be interesting. I guess we're just gonna have to have Hardy fight Lesnar. False count anywhere.
Orpha's dead.
I know.
Rest in peace, Jeff Hardy. He's not fighting.
So that's what we got. So that run-in, that's probably not gonna fare well. So I probably want to get this off the main event. That's for the belt, so that'll probably be good. Oh my god, this curve. I don't know. I'm in shambles.
Nobody.
I got no one. Let's see. Let's book some things and we'll recalculate.
Oh, hell yeah, son. You want to bring old Stone Cold Steve Austin to Raw?
Oh god, that's so tempting.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. How good is he on the mic?
I was gonna
5.
say he's got to be good, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to save some money though. I don't have 93 thou, Charlie.
Harley.
Trying to think. Booker, I can't remember. Booker T had to download because I was gonna say Booker T would be a good one. You would have enough. You could do ring crew or special effects and be able to sign Austin soon, pending what promo you put him in. There it is. Wow.
Yep, he's a member of Raw.
Oh shit, that's a big move. And we're closing in on the Royal Rumble, so that could be.
And he's gonna come in and talk some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's power plays, boy.
I respect that. It's been unfortunate. Like, it's just that Austin wasn't in the draft and he's so expensive, so none of us have really thought to grab him.
So I got Taker, Rock, Kane. Like I got a lot of the big boys. We're pretty loaded up.
Again, after this pay-per-view, we got a Royal Rumble. This is
Oh.
scorecard.
Oh, here we go. Goldberg, Christina, Fury, and Nash.
Goldberg's injured, Christina Fury's ass, and Kevin Nash.
Co-parter.
Oh, that got me.
Okay, cool.
And for that, basically, if you don't put him on the show, it'll be Superman.
Oh, he'll be crying. Okay. What do you want?
Main event.
Okay.
Yes! Hell yeah.
Is it like in the next 3 weeks, or have to be this week?
This week.
Oh
The
shit.
perfect main event.
Oh, that actually is the perfect main event. I'm just gonna end this.
Ooh, yeah,
Rivalry here.
submission would end it. And that probably wouldn't do too bad either. Don't hate it, don't hate it.
Title on the line just for the. I think I'm gonna take the hit this week and not book a. I'm not gonna have the fever this week. Okay, hold on. Oh, I gotta go look at my power cards here. Oh,
Ooh.
I can't. I just can't. I don't have money. Tables match, free advertising booking. So bad. Power card. Okay, I can't do anything. Sweet. Okay, I'm not buying anything. That's way too scary. Okay. Call out. You can call out Goldberg for being not here. Even though, whatever. It's gonna be a. Maybe Goldberg is gonna do it a little. You can't do it with her. No, he's just not. Cool. Can you roll change while you're injured? No. Guess what? We need some money, Rico. Get out there, buddy. Our advertising king.
Yeah, it's been clutch.
Has been real clutch. Okay. We're gonna start off. You know what? Oh. Oh, Rhino's definitely getting injured if that happens. Injuries like hurts hard.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're down to we have this coming pay-per-view and then the final WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah. So for the viewers, they'll get this video, the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, video 2. Video 3 will be our Royal Rumble special, which will be a lot of fun. Video 4 will be booking up until WrestleMania, and then we'll have WrestleMania and like the awards show. So from this video and 4 more.
Okay. Down to the nitty-gritty.
It is. That's where the
Gritty
stamina
or
is starting to get
nitty?
crazy. Is guys we've had for most of the year, most of them are pretty low now. So you're just like constantly just trying to hang in there.
I don't think I have any power cards to
I
slap
gotta
you
look.
guys
I
with.
gotta look. Hold on. I gotta look if there's any. Because actually, what's her face being really kind of screwed me. God.
Loda,
I can't. I just don't have the money.
Make the money. Come on. I just cleared like 100,000 for Stone Cold.
Hey, hold on. What's clubs? What's the clubs? Or Penelope? Why do I call it club? I don't have clubs.
Were you jealous of clubs?
Ew, okay, fighter. I do need a brawler. I think. This is interesting.
Loda, I'll beat the hell up's ass.
35.
She sounds like she's been smoking for 40 years.
Dude, her
We're
voice.
bringing it on.
When I was a little kid, I was scared of her. How she talked.
I'm gonna end this at the pay-per-view. I think. I need to save some money.
All right. Both of us signing some free
Who's
agents
my
this
most
week.
popular fighter this week? Who's my most popular fighter?
That's like last week. I went and grabbed like 3 bodies just to
Who's my
cycle
most
people.
popular fighter? Penelope is my most popular fighter. Shut up.
Let's go.
Is Jindrax injured? Whatever, I just can't. Oh no. What? 71 popularity. Wouldn't he be my most popular? Why am I failing my commissioner goal? Do I have to book everything else?
What? I wasn't paying attention.
It's don't book your most popular fighter, and Val Venus is the most popular fighter, even over
Does
Kurt
it
Angle.
say
Somehow.
in a match or just don't book?
Do not book.
So,
Oh,
probably one of your promos is the most popular one.
oh, that's tough.
But he's specialist, so that's fine.
I want my commissioner goal.
No, I
Wait,
think
but if
that's fine. I'm saying it might be Vince.
Wait, if I go clear this,
No, because Al Snow's a specialist.
oh, fighter.
Yeah, so Vince is your most popular, probably. Or that, or you haven't been looking at the right one. Yeah, Vince is most popular.
Okay, we don't need to do that. If we get it on advertising, we need money, but it still failed. $75.
Look at it from your manage roster screen. It'll be
Fighter.
so 75 on Vince, 75 on Rico. They're tied, so either one of them being booked.
That's tough.
Makes you
My,
feel
my,
it.
that's my advertising king.
Yeah, so that's just unfortunate circumstance. That
Come on, Triple H. That's my 2 kings of advertising. And I can't even. Well, I can book Al Snow.
yeah,
So at least I can
Al
do that
Snow's
follow-up.
fine.
Okay.
So Vince and Rico can't be on the show if you want the commissioner goal.
God damn. This is an ass show again. I can't even bring back anybody. McGirder. Goldberg. Okay. Oh man. You're gonna take a hit this week. What's the thing right around the corner? One more Al. We'll take that. 43,000. Oof. I'm gonna do that for next week. All right, this is our show. This is SmackDown. Oh man.
Alright. Maven's contract is up. He's been fun to have, but I'm probably just gonna lowball him. 37K. My other thought here is like 6 pop. Yeah, I'm just gonna lowball and hope he stays. Cool. Can do more for the brand. You can have a main event this week. That's fine.
Oh man.
Someone asked for that next week. You're probably gonna get a middle finger. And Trish wants to be on the pay-per-view. You're gonna be one of my featured matches, so that's okay. Do not. Oh, I had the same one. Hopefully, I don't have a tie. Oh, for network special. Definitely doing that. So RVD can't be booked because Randy's injured. Okay. So, well, look at this stuff here. So free advertising, free special effects. Definitely got to use that at the pay-per-view. Okay, I gotta think. So I might do injury rehab on Randy and then immediately health spa him. And then I think I'm gonna do. I'm tempted to have Road Dogg put up North American title, just kind of in a little bit of a throwaway, since I don't want to have Randy fight this week. If Road Dogg keeps title, he keeps title, but like if Sean gets it, I could do like Sean and people that are in a rivalry and a multi-person. So I think that's what I'm gonna lean to there. So let's go ahead. Rehab on Randy. And hopefully it still lets me do this to him too. Cool. So Randy might, I mean, he'll be bad same after pay-per-view, but that at least gets him to the pay-per-view in a good spot. I'm gonna finally clear this match between injuries and everything. Like, it's bad. We're gonna hope RVD stays healthy. Mark Henry I haven't booked, but yeah, I mean, this was the second pay-per-view I thought I was gonna clear this, and then it's just been like trying to do like Fatal 4-Way Blues and stuff. And when I found out that like even doing like a call-out promo, like it just won't go anywhere anymore, so we're gonna end it just because I get a little, whoops, I'll only get a tiny boost, but additional 1,000 fans per rivalry level resolved. So
Rivalry.
I know that the word regularly. If I say that without slowing down like I'm 3 years old, I can't say that word.
What about rural?
Rural.
Rural?
Rural.
Do you live in a rural part of the
Rural.
US?
Little rural. Alright, so actually can't be the tag feud, so we're gonna go Billy Gunn, Jerry Sweat. We're gonna do Fatal 4-Way Blues. Right here, we're gonna go Billy Gunn, Jerry Sweat, Road Dogg, Shawn Michaels. So, what match type do I want? So TLC is the one that fits. So let's just do that. Get a good match. I'm hoping anybody but Road Dogg wins, but we do know that Road Dogg has had a vice grip on that title with TLC matches. And then the idea would be, you know, if Jerry Sweat or Billy Gunn win, we'll have their rivalry, have that title. If Shawn Michaels wins, we'll probably just do a big multi-man. And then Road Dogg and Randy Orton can fight for the world title if that works. If Road Dogg keeps it, we'll adjust. Have Zeus call out Ray. We're going to do another call out of X-Pac to Shelton. Hope to get that to level 4. Trish and May just need to stay apart right now. So we're gonna go with this. Cactus. Orlando. Tajiri. Actually, no. Maven's so in another place. So Maven. Godfather. This one with the ladies. We're gonna make this one the opener. Make this normal. Okay. So I'm assuming this does do good because of the staleness. Hopefully RVD is healthy. If not, he's not. That finally clears that plate though. Hopefully a double pop in the women's division. Mae Young and Trish get the week off. Let me make sure I don't have any other promises out here. I don't think it. And then because Haas and Benjamin haven't been all that featured, I'm gonna give Haas a self promo. And then knowing what's awaiting me next week. His stamina's low. He's not going to be part of the Mania plans. It hurts my heart, but Tajiri, we're going to take the 21K. It's been an honor having you on the brand, but you have to go.
Bruh, tickling Tajiri on the market.
So I think that'll work. We've got stuff that should be good for the pay-per-view. Not exactly sure what that pay-per-view is going to look like, but that's future Cody's problem. It's like we've got Randy and Road Dogg, they're level 2. Shelton and X-Pac, level 3. Trish and Mae Young's a big match for us. That's level 4. Ray and Zeus will maybe be level 2. Jack Orlando maybe. RVD and Mark Henry will end theirs. Jerry Sweat, Billy Gunn might be level 3. So we've got some options to finagle here. And then power card wise, I'm not gonna buy anything because I want to go big next week. I am gonna veto a champ on SmackDown, with SmackDown being first place.
Get his ass.
Try to rally there. I'm gonna hold the other stuff right now because I don't think I'm gonna have that crazy of a pay-per-view, so I'm gonna try to gear up for Mania. All right. There we go. Send it in and cheek off to you for Monday Night Raw.
Let's do this. All right, in your opener in the steel cage, we got some Steel Fever, Triple Threat, Victoria, Billy Slugger, and Clobarilla. Hopefully.
Oh.
She doesn't know how to climb yet. Billy Slugger in the upset.
Ooh.
And Victoria out for
And
the
Billy Slugger
pay-per-view. How did she hurt herself? Like jumping down from the cage?
Had to be.
What the hell?
Yeah.
They're
Looks
probably
like
both
Clobarilla's the real
leaving.
winner.
They're probably both leaving at the same time. They both messed up their ankles, but Billy Slugger's touched slightly first.
And then Big Show is now a good guy, so that should help the rivalry with him and Kane. Falls count anywhere. Jeff Hardy, pray for this man. Here we go.
Dear Heavenly Father, watch over Jeffrey Nero Hardy. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, they injured each other. That's 4 injuries in just 2 matches, folks.
Oh, my God.
The rivalry grows between Kane and...
Sheik needs a shake-up card that's just like increase roster stamina by 75.
We need it. Hopefully everyone stays healthy here, my word. Alright, here we go. The tables match. Dudley upsets The Rock with the help of Undertaker. Doesn't do anything for the rivalry. Stone Cold Steve Austin makes his appearance on Raw. And he says, I'm back, bitches.
I'm back, you son of a bitch.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Alright, in the main event, Keeves ricked for the tittle.
Tommy Ricks, just
And
watch
some
this
cold
one.
cash. Richter keeps the belt. Rivalry grows to 4, though, right before the pay-per-view. We shall take it. Over to SmackDown.
And over on SmackDown, we have quite the show. Val Venus versus Kurt Angle in a tables match. Both have decent stamina.
Until now.
Oh, and a little rivalry goes. That's a little disappointing match. That's not great. That rivalry goes to level 4, so we're ready for the pay-per-view until Al Snow gets vetoed, obviously. It's going to happen. Regal versus John Cena. You got a new little thing going on here. Just a normal mid-card match. Just an okay match, everybody says. Advertising Sneak was going to give us $11,000 to drop to 6 popularity. That's okay. Renee Dupree versus the Gunmeister. Got a fighter.
Let's go.
The
And then
Coordinator.
Kurt wins with a disappointing match. That's why he's stuffed in the middle.
Get him a title
And
shot.
Cade does a little bit of advertising himself. Only gets a $7,000. Loses 6 popularity, but that's okay too. And in the main event, Penelope said, "Hey, you know what? I'm great at main events. Put me in the main event, and everyone will love it. She better be right." Didn't put her title on the line because the newcomer Luna Vachon hasn't really earned a title shot.
I've earned what I wanted. I'm gonna get the win.
And then Penelope Perfect shows that, yeah, she really wasn't made for the main event. So, little liar.
And over to NXT. So, yet another week where Fatal 4-Way Palooza kind of That power card is, I would probably be in last without it. Call a spade a spade. It's allowed me to get kind of creative. Always have kind of rivalries flowing. So we've got Lita and Jacqueline in a level 1 rivalry. Ivory and Pretty Ruthless in a level 2. We get 3 stars and both rivalries grow by 1 level. Ivory injured for 2 weeks. I don't know what her name was. I didn't even have eyes on that. She wasn't someone I expected. So no big deal there. That rivalry just won at the pay-per-view. So cool with that. Zeus calls out Rey Mysterio. Gets their rivalry up to level 2. Again, want to be a little careful with that. We're hoping that that can be a big Mania match for us. But level 2, nothing's going to end at the pay-per-view. Then submission match. This was a level 4 feud. Rob Van Dam literally never lost to Mark Henry. The second pay-per-view, we lost RVD to a power card. And literally the last like 10 weeks, I've just never been in a spot to finish this off. I either haven't had the money or I've had something specific I have RVD doing. I thought I could just casually build the feud back to level 4 and end it, even though it'd be stale. And then that didn't work. So we finally have a week where we can end it. It's a level 1 feud. I have no idea what this is going to rate. RVD one more time. And that was, we knew that one we knew, but we do get the rivalry over 3 stars. RVD will miss the pay-per-view. X-Pac calls out Shelton Benjamin yet again, mocking him for the injury. He's got an Oreo shake from Burger King, and he's just strolling around the ring. And all of a sudden, Charlie Haas comes to the ring, and he hands X-Pac what looks to be a coupon. And he says, I hope you enjoyed your Burger King coupon, but I have one that I wanted to give to you. And X-Pac looks at the coupon, and it says, 1 free ass whooping. And all of a sudden, Shelton Benjamin comes from behind, attacking X-Pac. They will get to settle their feud finally at Hell in a Cell. Fatal 4-way action. Cactus Jack and Orlando Jordan have started rivalry. Maven and Godfather, if they start one, awesome. If not, no worries. They're just kind of existing right now. Cactus Jack with another victory. He and Orlando get to level 2. Maven and Godfather do start a rivalry. So again, we're getting good depth there. Give myself some options. 2.5 stars on that match. And then Charlie Haas comes out to the ring, is like, how funny was that sneak attack by Shelton Benjamin? And nobody says anything. He's like, no, guys, come on, seriously. Like, am I right or am I right? And nothing happens. And so he just shyly walks away from the ring. And in our main event, we're hoping Road Dogg drops the title here. So again, Road Dogg's had a vice grip on the NXT North American Championship. He has dominated TLC matches, but it's his specialty. So again, if Billy Gunn or Jerry Sweat win, their feud has the North American title to it. If Shawn Michaels wins, I'll kind of plug and chug. But we're in a spot where Road Dogg and Randy Orton have a rivalry. We thought we were getting the world title off of Randy last week. It didn't work. We're going to try to get the NXT North American title off of Road Dogg this week. And it does work this time. Shawn Michaels, your new champ, 4.5 stars in the main event. Billy Gunn and Jerry Sweat get to level 3 as well, so I can clear that out at the pay-per-view. Maybe those guys and Shawn Michaels do something. And so Road Dogg and Randy will be for the world title. Shawn Michaels, our new North American champion. Then on to WCW. Oh my, Hulk Hogan has a new rival, and his name is Owen Hart. And he says, now let me tell you something, Canadian. I'm going to beat your ass the same way I did that son of a bitch, Matt Hardy, brother. And their rivalry goes level 2. Hogan hanging on to about 3.5 stars. Shannon Moore comes out, gets +2 pop on his promo. For the first time, Rikishi and Ted DiBiase 1-on-1, and Ted DiBiase gets the job done, stuffs a few dollar bills in Rikishi's ass at the end of the match. Level 3 rivalry for those guys, 2.5 stars. Torrie Wilson calls out Bull Nakano yet again, getting their rivalry to level 3. Time Traveler Ezekiel gets an opportunity here at the Hardcore title. He actually lost the match the first time, went back in time, restarted it, and wins in a 3-star match to get the Hardcore belt around his waist. Rivalry goes to level 3. Sammy George cuts a promo and says, hey, how about those matches me and Sensational Starler are having? And it's crickets. In the main event, Extreme Rules, Precious Silver and Gail Kim trying to get back the women's tag titles from Nydia and Raw General Manager Stephanie McMahon, and they do so successfully. Stephanie maybe has other things to be ready for at Hell in a Cell. Rivalry goes level 2, 4 stars in that match. So our rundown here, good booking for Raw, poor opening for SmackDown, good booking for NXT, and good booking for WCW. Excuse me, a little throat clear there. In the opener, Billy Slugger wins the triple threat cage match over Victoria and Clubberella. Victoria and Billy Slugger both out for 4 weeks. Jeff Hardy, 3 stars, beats Brock Lesnar in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Jeff Hardy out for 3 weeks, Brock Lesnar out for 5. Spike Dudley, with the help of The Undertaker, puts The Rock through the table and gets a huge win, but Rock's still at 98 popularity, which is nuts.
Let's go.
So that Rock Taker match is going to be huge at Hell in a Cell. Spike, huge win for him. He's 77 pop himself. Then the main event, Wendy Richter defends the Women's Championship successfully over Stacy Keibler in a 2.5-star match. Their rivalry up to level 4 for the pay-per-view. Kane calls out newly good guy Big Show and gets them to level 2. On SmackDown, Val Venus takes down Kurt Angle in a tables match, open things up, 1.5 stars, starts a rivalry there. John Cena dealing with William Regal. Regal gets the win, 2.5 stars for their match. Then Gunther McGirder continues to climb the ranks of SmackDown, 1.5 stars, taking down the René Dupree. Then the main event, Luda puts Penelope Perfect through a table, maybe staking a claim, maybe staking nothing at all, but Luna gets to win 2.5 stars in that main event. And then Al Snow, Kevin Nash, their rivalry goes to level 4. Al Snow calling out the winner of Bragging Rights Elimination Chamber on NXT. We get 2 rivalries to grow in our women's fatal 4-way. So Pretty Ruthless and Ivory get to level 3. Lita and Jacqueline get to level 2. But Ivory is out for 2 weeks. Rob Van Dam is out for 3 weeks, but we finally end a rivalry that started literally the first week of the season. He defeats Mark Henry. It frees up Mark Henry to do other stuff if I want to. Also frees up RVD to do other stuff other than just kind of be thrown in multi-mans, but we love our multi-man. Speaking of, Cactus Jack, Fatal 4-Way, defeats Orlando Jordan, Maven, and Godfather. Cactus Jack and Orlando Jordan go to level 2. Maven and the Godfather start a new feud. And then main event, Billy Gunn and Jerry Sweat go to level 3, but it is Shawn Michaels finally pulling the North American Championship away from the Road Dogg. So Shawn Michaels will have a defense at the pay-per-view. Road Dogg will set his sights on the NXT World title against Randy Orton. And then we had Zeus call out Mysterio for level 2, X-Pac call out Shelton Benjamin for level 4. Then on WCW, Hulk Hogan defends the world title against Owen Hart, 3.5 stars. Their rivalry goes to level 2. Ted DiBiase over Rikishi, level 3 on their rivalry. Level 3 on Ezekiel and Chavo as the Time Traveler wins the Hardcore Championship in a normal match. And then Extreme Rules to close it out. Precious, Silver, and Gail Kim get back the women's tag titles in a 4-star affair, taking down Nydia and Stephanie. And then Tori Wilson calls out Bull Nakano for a level 3 feud. So let's send it to the final recap here. 36,000 fans for Raw. $58,000. Luna Vachon is good at tables matches. $19,000 for SmackDown, just short of $20,000. $93,000 for them. For NXT, $50,000, just short of $51,000. $77,000. And then for WCW, 54,000 fans and $91,000. We get the network special card for doing our commissioner goal. Pre-match physio for SmackDown can help aid in a potential injury for their commissioner goal, and that's a big one to get there. Veto Star, which she can use to veto the most popular superstar for a show, and Veto Champ, because you finally spent $700,000 on shows. So a couple of huge cards there for Raw this week. And there you can see the fan stack here. So we do jump back up in first place here by 12,000 And then Raw is what, like 65, 70,000 back. Woods has the third most fans, but still doesn't have a second trophy, so that puts him currently in fourth. So I'm going to trigger the save here, handle my emails, and then we will wrap up this video for you guys. There's the double cost.
Let's go.
Courtesy of Monday Night Raw, so it's going to be... like I said, we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Both Ken and I are really close, but we both are we're using, you know, Raw's using a card on me, I'm using a card on SmackDown. Cheek's got an opportunity to catch a lot of ground at this pay-per-view, and I'm nervous about what Road Dogg's going to say. Something's come up. All special matches cost double this week. He's going to want a rematch, isn't he? Fuck. Oh, man, what's his morale? He's super happy. We're going to tell Road Dogg no, because I don't... So basically, this is Road Dogg gets the next NXT North American title match. I don't want to do that because I want it on the line potentially at the pay-per-view, so I don't want to promise that. He's super happy, so I'm going to tell him no, and hopefully... Okay, he's still optimistic. Thank God. Okay, I was nervous about that because he did kind of put the belt on the map. Maven wants some time away, which is fine. He did get a rivalry, so if anything, he would have just been part of Fatal 4-Way Palooza. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to get some rest. He may or may not be part of the home stretch, so we'll take the little morale boost and get him rested up as long as I remember to do that. So let's go ahead and back out here to the main screen. Pull the fan totals back up. And Cheek, I'm going to start with you on this one. So you're third overall, you're bottom in fans, but again, I used a veto champ card on SmackDown. We don't know who that's going to hit. It's going to hit either, I think Benoit's the IC champ, and then Al Snow, Penelope Perfect. Tag champs, I think, are vacant because of Hall leaving. And then I've got double costs, so I'm either going to be limited to what I can do, or I'm going to have to spend a lot of money, hoping the Fatal 4-Way card kind of saves me. So we're kind of balanced, tough spot. You'll sort of run unopposed for this pay-per-view, but you are dealing with a lot of injuries. Do you have any initial strategy going into the pay-per-view? How you feeling for Raw?
Well, I guess I'm just going to have to evaluate my injury situation and my stamina situation. If I need to sign some people to fill out the cards, so be it. But I'm just going to try to make this the best possible pay-per-view I can and set myself up for one final push as we come down the stretch. And I do have the Veto Champ card, Veto Superstar card in store for WrestleMania, so those will be clutch for me to help try to negate some of what you guys are doing. But I'm pretty top heavy in terms of, like, I have Stone Cold coming in now, I got The Rock, Undertaker, I got some big names, some cool things I can do coming down the stretch, but I'm running out of time, so I just kind of got to go to desperate measures and make one final push and see where I end up.
Yeah, like you said, getting both those veto cards. I think all of us, call a spade a spade, I think all of us are gonna probably have a tough time booking Mania because, with us only having time for one season on the Ruthless Aggression side, we're doing a normal save. We're going until we get 10 trophies. That's what we'll be doing in 2K24, assuming it's the same model. So season to season, you might save some cards, but in this case, we know there's a hard stop in just 6 weeks in game. So we're going to be throwing everything out. So Woods may end up finding a way here if we take each other out, but that's what we're going to do. We're here to compete, and whoever wins gets the first pick of GM or brand next year. So it definitely matters. Canada, go to you here. Obviously, you and I are neck and neck. You had a lead on me, or I had the lead coming in. You jumped me with Steel Cage Fever this last week. You had a slower week. I was able to jump back in front, but you're right there. It could go either way. How you feeling going into the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
I'm feeling all right. I got a couple injuries. You better hope it goes either to Mark Jindrak, who I think is still injured for the pay-per-view.
Jindrak, that's right.
Or if it's Al Snow, these last what is it, 5 weeks, it's going to just be a living hell for you to get them at Mania. I promise you that. If Al Snow's vetoed, I promise you it'll be hell for you. Only
Ooh.
you made the deal. I don't even care about veto 3. This is war. That's not even in my mind anymore because we made the deal. I said to use double cost on you. I just won't even care about that veto, and he did it. So I don't care about that veto. And now my sights are set on NXT only.
Strong words from a strong man.
And that could be the difference too for Cheek to sneak in. I mean, we saw it with, initially Woods pulled ahead as we compete against each other. Gives Cheek an opportunity, and obviously I know going to play a card there, playing that veto star, I understand the risk coming out of it, but I also have to, in the same way, we've all got these cards down the stretch. I'll kind of have the same mindset of, whoever in a given moment I think is the biggest threat, I've got to try to use the cards to battle through that. And I don't know. I definitely feel more good than bad. I kind of don't really know what I'm putting on for this pay-per-view. I usually go into the pay-per-views having a pretty good idea of who I expect to compete where. This pay-per-view, I genuinely have no idea. Ever since getting that Fatal 4-Way card, I've sort of kind of been able to throw stuff at the wall a little freely, which has kind of removed a little of my strategy. We've got some good rivalries going. But, what goes where, I'm not sure. We've got Zeus and Rey Mysterio finally kicking off. Randy Orton and Road Dogg have been level 2 forever because I can't get them to progress. I've got Billy Gunn and Jerry Sweat. I've got X-Pac and Shelton Benjamin. I've got a couple tag feuds. So there's a lot of different ways I can go. Obviously, Trish Stratus and Mae Young has been a huge build. They'll have their blow up this pay-per-view, which I'm excited to see. But it's going to be tough. I anticipate that if I put on a good show, if I'm in first place, I'm going to have the target on me. Hopefully I've got enough cards to compete back, but that's kind of what makes this super fun. Is this genuinely, Canada and I are super tight right now. But if we get scoped in on each other, Cheek's not far enough back where he can't come back in this at the end too. So definitely excited to see how this all plays out. The next video for you guys, you will see our Hell in a Cell watch along pay-per-view. The video after that is going to be a Royal Rumble special. We'll have some more details on what happens with the winner of the Royal Rumble as we get closer to that. But just another thing that the GM modes do not currently have, that we decided to get creative and bring it in ourselves. So pay-per-view next video, and the video after that you got the Royal Rumble, and then it's the home stretch. It's getting to the nitty-gritty. So appreciate you guys watching, following along with everything. We're closing in, and like I said, don't worry, we're going to be rocking on WWE 2K24 as well, and we're going to have trades as an option in that. So super excited for that. Super excited that you guys are here. Like the video. If you made it this far, you're enjoying it. Subscribe if you haven't. And boom, random applause. And not door knocking, which before the recording, door knocking scared the hell out of me. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles.